Watch.
Okay, so this is Vampire the Masquerade London/Europe 2000, episode number 63, if I am not wrong. And I would like to put out a quick note to say that, warning, this episode, like many of our episodes, may well contain content that is not suitable for pretty much anyone.
Hold on.
What?
You
You
really
disappeared for a
you
minute.
cut out.
Yeah.
It was really convenient as well. Like
Oh, man.
You censored yourself.
the most important information went away.
All right, we'll try that again. Well, as I was saying, this is Vampire the Masquerade London/Europe, episode number 63, if I'm not mistaken. And I would like to put out a warning here at the beginning of the episode to say that this episode, along with many other episodes of this game, may include content that is not suitable for pretty much anyone, or you, whoever you are. So, bear that in mind. There's graphic and it might be unsettling. Who knows?
And then there's our role playing.
Yes, I find it unsettling quite often.
Right. So that warning also goes for you guys. And that being said, tell me now if you have any issues with that, because otherwise I'm going to take off my gloves.
It's a bit late now.
Oh, well, those two, Alexis and Shipman, they're going to solve the problem.
Going to solve the problem
with fire.
We're going to solve it, all right.
Yeah. So it won't be an issue anymore,
right,
after they're done with it.
Right. And in case anybody's stupid enough to think that I have any kind of, personal connection with any of my NPCs, I don't. They're just NPCs. And
that's good, because Ventures suck.
In the game.
Oh, really? Oh, that's no fun then. All right.
I'm aware of these things. There are people who have been on TV shows and movies who have been harassed for playing antagonists. Like even, what's it called?
Dallas.
Dallas is a good example.
But you're literally everyone, so it's hard not to.
Right. So, I mean, you should love me for all the lovable, kind old ladies that I play.
Oh,
come on, I do that.
One kind old lady.
Over the
there was two at least, right, in this game?
Oh, two? Sorry.
Pretty sure. I vaguely remember Liz, and there was another old lady, was there?
Probably was.
That, like, Sage is naturally just collecting.
Yeah, but Sage just popped her off to an old folks home, yeah.
How's my volume, by the way, compared to everybody?
Perfect.
Perfect. We hear you.
Cool.
We might not obey you, but we hear you.
That's true. All right, so let's do a quick recap then. Why don't we start with... Well, we won't start with Dr. Shipman because he's on mute. So I guess we can't start with him. So we'll start with Alexis because...
And I can take my mute off.
Oh, all right, Dr. Shipman, you give us a recap. What do you remember? What's
well, I guess I turned up. These guys were at a pawn store. There was some stuff going on in the back. They were looking for Parker. Then everyone escaped. I stole a laptop. And then we kind of headed back. And I think Sage also minor booned herself. And I think figured out that I think she figured out where Parker had gone or who's potentially taken him.
Right. So, Sage, do you want to add something to that? Do you want to fill in some gaps and details?
Yeah, we found out that Parker was buying drugs and taking them with a guy named Charles Conrad Blight.
Right.
And he brought his friends over that were religious. They were like wearing a lot of white robe things. I don't remember what exactly they were wearing.
Right. White suits, basically.
They had dreads and a tattoo on the neck.
Right.
And they had taken him. And Parker was not having a good time with the drugs he was on.
Right. Very good.
And we're gonna find him.
And Charlie, has your character left Victor Faust's at this point? He hasn't yet. She hasn't yet. Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind. Barry, what do you recall?
What do I recall? Not a lot, actually.
Must have been memorable.
No, because I was emotionally in the character and quite worried.
You spent a lot of time being concerned about Parker. I remember that.
Yeah.
And you came up with a hunch, if I recall.
Yeah, I thought it might be the Setites might have taken him.
Earlier than that, your hunch was to do with a bondage store, I think, was the one.
Yeah. I came up with the bondage store because I remembered Parker was kind of into that sort of thing.
I was the one that thought of Setites.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But you also agreed.
Yeah.
But who knows? We could just be racist. So.
Or Setitis.
Setitis.
Sounds like a disease.
Sounds like a disease to me.
Setitis.
All right. What about you? What do you recall?
That we were trying to find Parker, and we came across some dodgy porn in the downstairs room. We roughed up some dude to get some information out of him.
No, you roughed up some dude.
Yeah, no, I totally did. I fucked him up. And then Sage proceeded to just throw him out the window and kill him. But anyway.
He died of his own accord.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been tied up with that sort of stuff. So now we've got a meeting with this Mustafa guy. Is that his name?
He's being brought here by my sire, I think.
Yeah, and we're going to have a we talk to him.
I think at this point he might just be Bishop fodder, to be fair.
Yeah, I think he's going to be lucky to walk out alive, but anyway.
I'm still trying to figure out how.
We'll get to the bottom of it and basically punch holes in all their chests, and just because, leave the kids alone.
We literally don't have anything connecting the two together.
What's that?
We don't have laptop. We don't have the whole Mustafa situation. Sorry, Ibrahim situation, and the whole Parker situation. Those are two separate things.
Oh yeah, totally are. But
there might be something crossing, but there isn't yet.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I mean,
hopefully there isn't.
Yeah, otherwise, sorry, Parker.
Right, fair enough. Okay, well, Sage, you're about to leave Victor Faust's quarters. Is that about right?
I would have, because he was feeling kind of winded after that. I'll make him comfortable.
All right.
And then I'll go.
Before you go, he looks up at you and he says, there was one other thing I recall about them. I told you they were wearing white, yes?
You certainly did.
And their hair was... but there was
dreaded.
One of them that was a little different at the back. Red hair, twisted into curves.
Like horns?
I suppose you could say that, yes.
I don't know what to think of that, but that is a good note. When we go see Setites, we'll ask them if they've seen anyone like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Be wary, I should say. The Setites are, well, as you can imagine, the Setites. They'll do anything they can to corrupt your blood, your personality, your morals, so forth. They seem to get some sort of kick out of that.
I've had a run-in with them before.
I see.
A few times.
Well,
I won't go alone.
You are no doubt an expert then, and I shall leave it to you.
Thank you once again.
You're very welcome, Sage. Good luck.
Bye.
Good night. Closes the door, lets you go. So you travel back to the base, I assume.
Yep. I think that's a pretty good place to go. I've already told Alexis the guy's name. I'm sure he's doing the background checks. So
who
the
are we
blah
doing
blah
background
computers.
checks on? Do we have names for those?
Charles Conrad Blight.
Right. Okay. So Alexis, your background checks. If I recall, you had some tattoos, prison tattoos on this guy.
I sure did. Yep.
And you got his name now. That will speed the process up significantly, and the database hits that you get back from your retainers inform you that he's been in prison 3 times. Basically, one of those times was for an armed robbery, but it was like many years ago, like 20 years ago. The second and third time have been drug-related crimes. Once for carrying a amount of MDMA, and another time was carrying. Well, it's the second time he was caught with drugs. He was carrying a large amount of meth, and on both accounts, they tried to put him away for dealing, but his lawyers got him off that. But he still ended up in prison. So yeah, that's basically his criminal record. It's not extraordinary. I mean, he's had a number of other misdemeanors and things, but none of them were particularly serious.
So nothing bad then.
No, he doesn't seem to be any sort of terrorist or anything like that. He's not a serial killer or a terrorist, so he's, a fairly standard mook, if you like.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so yeah, Sage.
Something I had forgotten, actually. We all had forgotten, but it was actually kind of an afterthought when you had told us this.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we can all communicate to each other the way that Sage can communicate with her sire, which is the whole
In a whiny voice. No.
It's fuck you. So, like, Sage has her mirror, right? But you've told us before that we can communicate with each other because we're the
Right.
Order of Mars, and
Right, that is
Uther
true.
taught us that. So
It's true.
So is it through mirrors that we
I
do it, or
no, that'd be kind of cool.
You need a piece of broken mirror, and you need to have you need to use your blood to do it, and you can only communicate with those that are bonded to you or with you,
Oh.
like so.
Oh, sorry, John.
So John
Ugh.
is kind of out of the loop on that one, unfortunately.
We'll just have to call you as well while we do this.
Right. So I guess
we've got cell phones.
Well, the thing is, somebody can be there with John, talking to him and telling him how the conversation's going, perhaps.
I'd probably be with Alexis anyway. I'd be giving him the laptop.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly. Now
next time we've got that.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the laptop is concerned, dun, 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 dun. All right, you get a list of names off the laptop, Alexis.
Alrighty.
This list of names is about to come through here. Boof. And you can make an immediate wits, and let's see if you have this skill before I call it out.
A lot of these names look misspelt. I mean, I could be wrong. They just look strange.
Well, I have butchered them from real names.
Okay.
So that might be why. But what is your Alexi? Let me see Alexi's character sheet. Dun dun dun. Okay. Well, sadly, you don't have any dots in this, so it's going to be just wits, straight wits roll.
Cool. Oh shit.
And I guess the next question is, do you show this to anybody else?
I will. Well, it depends on what the information is.
Let's see what you roll.
Oh.
I don't get shit.
You
It's a
think
good start.
You think that they are a list of World War I fighter aces? Yeah. Now everybody else, I'm going to post these names into the chat here too, so you can see them.
You really think they were World War I fighters? I mean,
probably, or baseball players or something. I don't know.
Is Miranda a guy or a girl?
Like, wasn't Terry Fields an actor? Like in 911? No.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't either. That's the point.
I'm not there.
I'm going to look up. You're not there. That's true. Are you on your way there?
Oh yeah. Well, to the base, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I could roll. I don't know if it makes sense if I roll.
Yeah. I mean, if he's showing them to you.
Yeah, I am showing people. Yeah.
For you, Doctor, it's going to be. Well, first of all, let's just look at No, you don't have the skill either. Okay, so you're just rolling wits, straight up wits.
Is it a knowledge skill that no one's ever going to pick?
Pedo skill.
Mhm.
2.
Two
I think I
success
still get another auto from the blood, Master's blood.
from the
I think.
Master's blood.
If that's still in play.
Yeah, if it's still in play, yeah, I'd say it is until the end of the night at least. So with 2 successes, and I'll roll for Barry as well, just to see.
Three successes.
Oh yeah, I've got Barry open.
You got Barry open. Okay,
Yep.
you open up Barry.
He's bleeding out on the floor.
He's bleeding out on the floor. I hope not. That wouldn't be very nice.
Well, I'm rolling dice instead of
Let me
you know,
tell
I think he was driving back, wasn't he, on the motorcycle?
Emmanuel Bishop. Yeah, okay.
He hadn't gotten back
He
yet.
might not get to roll just yet until he's
all right.
back here. He also doesn't have the skill.
Haha.
So he's going to end up rolling a straight wits roll as well. Okay, well let's say Sage and Bishop, you come back to the base around about the same time, and you find Alexis and Shipman arguing over who these people on this list could be. So Sage, do you want to make a wits check?
Sure.
What's going on? What's going on?
I take it the other one was supposed to be academics.
No.
No.
No, otherwise I'd have
Could
it.
be law.
But for me, like, if you said that was like World War One fighter dudes, I
Well, no,
would
I
be
was
like,
thinking they're baseball players now.
It's out of game. I think it's law, probably.
wait. But like the fact that there's a potential female on, maybe you should Google
Yeah,
them. They might
chicks
be
can
like,
play baseball. Jeez, that's
but
racist.
if it was a team, chances are she won't be on it.
I mean, I don't know. Does Google exist in 2000?
I don't think it does. I think I've actually had to Google this before. Otherwise,
Ask
I'd start
Jeeves.
Googling their names.
Right, but there was Yahoo.
No, Google existed at this time.
Metacrawler. Well, then I'd start Googling these people's
There's like
names.
Alta Vista. I think
All right.
Google was there.
All right. Well, the minute you start Googling these people's names, you realize.
I want to know how good what baseball team they're on.
Right. Well, they're in fact on the Whitehall baseball team, and they play for Parliament, and they are in fact all politicians, members of the British House of Representatives, ministers and deputy ministers and so forth. None of them are like super, none of them are the prime minister, but definitely all highly powered, rich politicians with money behind them from powerful families.
So what is this list? Where did you find it?
They're on this computer all hooked up. Well, funnily enough, to this kiddie porn ring.
Do you think maybe they're extorting them? Or
Maybe. But
blackmailing
Is there anything
them?
else with the
generally, to be
names?
extorted, you've got to have done something poor.
Anything else with the names? Addresses, IP details, internet providers, website details. You've got some photographs of some of them.
Make a copy.
Some dossiers.
By the way, there was one more person who's of interest that I got information from the porno magazine. There's a guy with red hair that's kind of ringed like horns. His hairstyle is unique.
Didn't get a name, just an appearance.
Yeah, just an
That
appearance for
rings-
those two.
That appearance
those.
rings a bell. I'm just going over notes.
All right, so Alexis dives into his notes, having had his bell rung.
I mean,
Could you ring Tatiana?
the only one I can think of that has that description out of game is the guy who Bishop murdered. Yeah, the Sittite. Bryce.
Maybe. Yeah, that.
But
that's not.
It can't have been because he's dead. And this happened, what was it, today? Just before? Sorry, tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's redhead with dreadlocks. Sorry.
Well,
Maybe we
we
should
can
go
call
to
someone.
we should go to the Setites and have a chat with them. Maybe they will help us.
What
What
is
do
the
you think,
time?
Bishop?
The
I'm
time at
not
this point
sure
is,
if we should go there yet, or we should probably approach it in a better way than potentially accusing them of being a pedophile.
I'm going there now.
We'll do
No,
our
no, no,
research first.
Those two things are very disconnected from each other.
Oh,
Well, we just haven't found that key link if they are connected. Currently, there's nothing connecting the two.
Bishop
So
is
Parker
on it.
thing, child porn ring,
Yeah, totally.
two very different things.
Shipman, your phone rings.
hello.
Shipman, I am on my way to your so-called base of operations with a certain fellow here that you asked for.
Oh, cool. When shall I expect you?
Or I would say in the next 10 minutes or less, I should think.
All right, I'll let the guards know not to shoot you or whatever happened last time.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I don't really want to be shot on the way there, dropping off something that's more of a gift from Clan Malkavian to the new ring of enforcers that we have acquired.
Yeah, it might not be the best thing.
No,
But yeah,
never.
you will have safe entrance.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I look forward to seeing you shortly then.
I'll give Bishop a call as well.
All right.
Wasn't he like right beside us?
Your
Nice.
bishop's there now.
Oh, has he gotten here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said safe.
Bishop, your punching bag will be here in 10 minutes. Not my sire, the one he's bringing.
Why don't you guys handle the porno thing, and I'll handle the Parker thing.
I'm helping you.
I can handle it myself.
I'm helping
thanks. Yeah. He goes to his bike.
I will go to his bike too, and I will hop on the back of it,
All right.
and I will hold on to Bishop.
Do you have any other little like sidecars?
And I will look at
Side
him.
motorcycle cars?
You can buy one.
Be a good duo. Sage in the sidecar with the sniper rifle.
Okay.
Oh my god, that'd be cool.
I don't. Rhea,
She comes across to you. Yes, my lord.
set up a very surreptitious surrounding of the Setite building.
You're talking about the one they call the temple,
Yeah,
the place that you went to before.
yeah.
All right.
Very surreptitious.
So we're talking really low key then.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll have no arms or armor there. Very little.
very little.
I can keep a backup squad, maybe a few blocks back from there if you want.
Yep, that'll do.
All right. You
Let's
six,
go.
get with me. You're coming with me now. We're going downstairs to get set up. She takes 6 of the guards off downstairs to get ready to be the backup squad.
He is off.
All right, so you and Sage out through the gates. As you go out the gates, you see a nice-looking Rolls-Royce cruising in through the gates. The guards have the Rolls-Royce's license plate number, and then anybody that checks will find that it belongs to Ronnie. What's his face? So yeah,
Ray.
Ronnie Cray. So the Rolls-Royce rolls up into the hangar or to the gate of the hangar. Do you let it come all the way in, or do you just make them park outside in the rain? It's raining again, by the way.
It's London. It's always raining. Yeah, we let them come in.
It stopped raining briefly last episode.
We were too distracted with everything else, and we didn't notice.
You didn't notice? Okay. Well,
No.
How can we not notice? It's London. It's always raining.
okay. So you let the Rolls-Royce come into the hangar, and they shut the doors behind it. Presently, you've got 5 guards left because the other 6 have just taken off to do some other stuff, and they're busy packing stuff in the back of a armored vehicle, and they're about to drive off too. And Ronnie gets out of the Rolls. Well, who have we here tonight? Where's my child?
He's just over here somewhere.
Hello.
Good evening, Ronnie.
Dr. Shipman, just the man I'm looking for. So I have your new friend, or I don't know what he's going to be to you exactly, but he's here, come along quite of his own accord for this meeting. And he looks over at you, Doctor, and he kind of whispers, doesn't know exactly what he's in for, I don't think.
Okay, shall we get him a drink then?
Sounds like a good idea. And he opens up the door to the limo, the back, the rolls, the back door. And this dude gets out. He's got a bald head and he's wearing spectacles, very nice, expensive-looking spectacles, and an expensive-looking pinstripe suit with a long jacket and a scarf around his neck. And he stands up and begins walking towards you. Greetings, greetings. I am Ibrahim.
Good evening, nice to meet you.
I have been told that
Good
I
evening.
have a meeting with you tonight, and it is very important, I must say. I do like the surroundings here. You've done a good job with security. This must be a very important meeting indeed.
Yes, it is. Would you like to? Do we have like a waiting room, or like a nice little room that we can sit Ibrahim in, while we just collect our things?
I can imagine that you do.
Um,
Yep, one of the guards can take him over
yeah,
there.
let's. What's your poison there, Ibrahim?
Oh well, I to be honest with you, I've quit drinking now. It's been one of the best decisions of my life.
Oh, why? What made you do that?
Oh well, you know that the thing with it is always, you know, dependencies. One tries to free oneself of one's dependencies. It's
Okay, so nothing else that can take the edge off, make you feel a bit happier, more
oh
comfortable.
no. Juice would be good if you have, or a cup of tea. Actually, that would be perfect with the weather. A cup of tea would be just fine.
Okay, we'll get you a cup of tea, and I guess
I'll have it black with nothing, please. That would be good.
we'll gesture him to sort of go off into this other room.
All right. Alexis, where are you?
I'm with Dr. Shipman and Ronnie.
You're with Dr. Shipman and Ronnie. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So Ronnie comes in with you then, and he stands behind Ibrahim and sits him down. He says, "Everything's going to be just fine. Just remain calm." He says, looking at him in his eyes, directly in his eyes. "I'm sure the good doctor will be here shortly." And what do you do, Dr. Shipman?
I'll probably just probably say to Alexi, so quick and painful, or butter
Well,
him up,
if
or
you
just
can
straight to the point.
do your mind thing and just demand the answers out of him.
I guess what do we want to know first?
If he's involved or how to get to the people involved.
I think it might be more interesting if we beat it out of him.
All right.
We can save the mind shit to last, If it doesn't work.
I'll keep him alive then.
Okay. Shall I go find some tools?
Why? I've got them right here.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
And also, like, hitting someone with something like hard is probably going to do a whole lot more damage than they'd want to do.
Yeah, you might break a few things too severely. Okay. Do you want to? I guess based on what you've learnt, do you have like a line that you want to go down, or do you just want to straight, accuse and see what happens?
We'll just accuse him and see what's up.
Okay. All right. We'll go in.
Cool.
Okay, so he's sitting there sipping his cup of tea at this point. That's very good. I think it must be Darjeeling, I think. Yes, I do like it. He puts it down. It is a little cold in here, and he reaches into his jacket and takes out a woolly hat that he puts on, this sort of black woolly hat, almost like a Russian-style hat. Very fluffy, and it looks warm and soft. Straightens it on its head. So, gentlemen, how can I help you? I'm very interested in this deal, whatever it is.
Alright. Well, a friend of yours, this guy, I don't know his name, is tied you directly into a kiddie porn ring.
You're joking, of course.
No.
Why would someone do that? That is very absurd.
Well, that's what happened. Cough it up or
Right.
things are going to get violent.
Well, what would there be to cough up? I don't have anything to cough up.
Information.
I
Grab
see.
his arm.
You're very serious about this, aren't you? I see
Yep.
that you're very serious, but I'm telling you, I don't know anything.
Break his wrist.
Ah, for God's sake, please, why would you do that? Please, I don't know anything. You can't just break my arm like that. I don't know anything. Why would you do this?
Because, well, yeah, he definitely said you were involved. So,
Breaks out sweating immediately.
pull it,
Oh,
pat him
that
down.
hurts. Oh, why?
Pat him down, look for his cell phone and his wallet.
You find them.
Look,
You also find a gun on him.
oh, I don't like that. Throw it off.
Ah,
Have a look through these, Doctor.
it's going to need to be reset. Perhaps you can quickly reset that. Oh
I
my
possibly could.
God!
Can I roll into some sort of intimidation dice? Because in real life, I've got no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. Okay. So
So are you saying you don't own this pawn shop on this street?
no, I don't own anything like that. No, of course not. I am a businessman, but I don't own any kind of pornographic material, places or locations, distribution, nothing like that.
Oh,
4
it's not-
successes.
4 successes. Okay, what did you roll? Was it
Strength and intimidation.
Strength and intimidation. Okay, and did you add your potence dice?
I did.
Okay. All right. He literally pees himself. Sitting there.
I stay.
There's just wet floor, wet pants,
Ooh,
wet
gross.
chair, and he's completely humiliated now. And he's panting. I don't own anything like that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't help you if I don't know.
So
Maybe
what,
you could have a word,
what
Doctor.
do you own? What do you own? I
have
thought you were a businessman.
computer
here to do business.
stores, we have software, we sell databases, we have property management, we have some houses, we have some chemists actually. What else? You'd have to go through the portfolios. I can't think right now. I'm in pain.
I guess I'll mention like the address again of that place and say, so do you not know what this is at all?
All right, I've been there once or twice, but I don't own it.
Oh,
for
why'd
God's
you
sake.
go there?
Why do you think I would go there? Why would anyone go there? To buy something, probably, of course.
Oh, what did
Of
you
what we're
purchase?
accusing you of?
No, don't be stupid. I don't know anything about this kitty child ring you're talking about. Nothing.
Lexi, can you go get the pictures of the Air Force pilots?
Sure.
What Air Force pilots? Oh my God, this is getting more absurd.
They were politicians anyway, but I'll be back.
Ronnie, do you think
Doctor,
he's
please help me. You are a doctor, aren't you? Your
Yeah.
friend told me that you were a doctor. Please, you must remember your oath. You can't just hurt people like this. Let me out. Get me out of here now while he's gone. Get me out through the back door or something. I'll pay you.
Ronnie,
Give
do
you
you
$1 million if you can get me out of here.
does this man seem like he would not be involved in any of this stuff? Is he as clean, squeaky clean as he's portraying?
Oh, I'm afraid this Mr. Ibrahim Mustafa here is as crooked as well. Yes, as something quite crooked, I should say. I happen to be personally aware of some of his drug operations in Southside London. There's a little place he's got. Let me think. Where was it again? He thinks for a minute. Give me a second. Locations. Boof. Yeah, he's got a place down in Peckham, and another one in Southwark. Whitehall, even. There's a few places. One of them's an old wine cellar, in fact. It has a restaurant, don't you? Where you've been selling drugs from out the back. Isn't that right? It's a bit of a distribution agency, you might say. I don't know any of these things. Why are you telling these lies to this nice doctor? Please, doctor, get me out of here. I'll pay you £1 million. Please. Please, I'm pleading with you. Don't you have any children, sons or daughters? I do. I have a family.
I'm going to look into his eyes.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say, just be completely honest, and I will let you go.
All right. So you can make a dominate check. I believe it is charisma and manipulation and leadership.
4.
4 successes.
Yes, we're all friends here, Abraham.
Okay. I have some connections with the Mali boys. They work for me. They do jobs for me. But they're just filthy street criminals. I don't really know too much what their operations are, but they work for me when I need them to. They move things around, and sometimes they intimidate some shop owners. Sometimes they take over businesses for me. They do some enforcing work, that kind of thing, and they've killed a few people on my behalf. Okay,
This is
I'm
a kind
telling
of
you.
a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing. You
Yes,
just
of
reap
course.
the benefits.
The least that I know, the better.
Can you give us, some good information on their hierarchy, where to find them?
I can tell you what I know. I have numbers for them. They're people. You have to get me my phone.
Are you aware of their child molestation ring?
I've heard something about it.
Have you purchased any of it?
No, not me. No.
Okay. Go get him his phone.
All right, thank you. I'll get you the numbers from the phone. Can you make a perception and empathy check, please, Dr. Shipman? Alexis, are you here now, or you come back with the stuff?
I'd be coming back with the stuff, and I've also got his phone
4.
after trying to give it to the doctor before.
Okay, so 4. All right. Dr. Shipman, what level of Auspex do you have?
2.
All right, so you give him the phone back, and Dr. Shipman, as he gets the phone, you see the sort of spike in his. I don't know if you're using aura perception, but certainly you see something in his register in his face as he gets the phone, like desperation.
I'll grab it back.
What? How can I get you the numbers now? Come on.
How about you tell me how to get the numbers, and I'll do it for you?
Because it's
Are you trying to trick
Well,
me,
you'd only need his
Ibrahim?
password for that, because anyone can get numbers out of a phone.
Are you trying to trick me? We're all friends here, Ibrahim.
Yeah, real friendly like.
He starts bawling.
Now how fun it is when you can torture someone and then be a doctor and then fix the thing so that you can just repeat it over and over and over.
Did he mention I'm a nurse?
Yeah, we got 2 medical professionals here.
The password is Allah Akbar 3469.
And I look at like the wearing on the pad to see if that looks like it would correlate with the numbers.
With your perception, you can make a perception and investigation check.
Three.
3 successes. You know, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't not seem that way. It could easily be that.
Alexi, before I do any of this, can you sort of see if this phone has any sort of dodgy shit? Like, I don't know. I don't know how phones work.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, what do you do to check whether it's got any dodgy shit on it?
Make sure it's a phone. You know, like there's nothing like gonna blow up in my hand. Then
It's a
Um,
Nokia. It's a flip phone. In fact, when is this? This is 2000. I don't think those existed yet. Never mind. Okay, it's a Nokia. It's just a straight up Nokia. There's nothing particularly clever about it. It's an expensive phone for its time, but you don't notice anything weird about it. There's no strange modules attached to it or anything like that. There's doesn't have anything about it that you think would make it dangerous or otherwise.
sweet. Yeah, I have a look and put in the password.
All right. The password works and it opens up the phone. Very good. So,
All right, Abraham, where do we find what we need to know?
all right, I'll give you the names of the people that I know. Just, I can't remember. I need to see it.
Hold it out to his face, Alexi.
You don't know your friends' names.
I try not to remember them. I try not to even look at it. It makes me sick every time.
Sure.
Actually, first, let's do some safety precautions here. Can you go take a backup of this?
All right, I should be back.
Oh God, that's gonna take forever. How long are we gonna be here? Need to get
We
me out of here.
have,
People are gonna come looking for me, you know. They're gonna come looking.
We have all the time in the world, but we're friends. You're safe.
Mm.
You'll be fine. Just have to cooperate.
Okay, I see. Okay. Meanwhile, Sage and Barry, you're cruising through the streets on the motorcycle. Barry, you're going to make a Dex and Drive check, which Gareth is going to roll for you because he's such a nice guy.
I am. Zero successes.
Oh shit!
And I will
Okay.
be right back.
All right. At one point, as you're cruising through the streets, you hit a particularly wet patch and go for a bit of a skid. You both slide off the bike. The bike slides across the street. You don't have any injuries, but the bike gets a bit of a scratch, and you have to go and pick it up.
Bishop,
You alright?
I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course I am.
Why don't I drive? I don't know if your head's in the game. I'll go and get the bike.
All right.
Come on.
My head is always in the game.
So
Alright.
you say.
All right. So you continue on then. Is Sage driving now?
Yes.
All right.
Should I make a roll or?
No, you've got ridiculously high Dex and Drive. That exceeds the difficulty. So you get to the Setite Temple headquarters, as far as you are aware.
Good.
And how far away do you pull up? You get a message, by the way, from what's her face?
Tatiana?
No.
No?
Right.
Raya.
She says that her people are in place.
Cool.
She says, we've got eyes on you at the gate. We have a sniper rifle set up, pointing basically at you guys, but not aiming at you, but so they can see you. So anybody that comes near you, they can take out if you need to. Are you wearing headsets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So your comms extend as far as each other and as far as Raya. Raya is going to put on a booster pack so that can be boosted over cell phone back to base, where it will be playing live in the war room for anybody that cares to use it. But presently, the other two are busy interrogating someone and are not present to hear those communications. Okay.
Okay.
Does Bishop have like a pair of glasses, like mirrored glasses on his
Yeah.
person?
Yes.
I'm gonna take them off you.
Why?
Put them on. Because I'm not going to be looking at them while you're talking to them.
It's just going to be like this.
No.
Men in Black style. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you do that, and you're at the gates of the temple. Well, there's a couple of guards come walking up to you casually. One of them comes right up to you, looks you in the face. He says, "Haven't I seen you here before?"
Yes, you have. I would like to see the lady of the temple, please.
She's not available.
Could you tell her it's extremely important?
She's not here.
A matter of life or death.
She's away.
All right. Are you the man in charge?
Well, of course not. I'm a guard.
Well, take me to the man in charge, or the person in charge, or the being in
I don't have any
charge.
kind of orders to do that, I'm afraid. I'm very sorry.
Could you get permission?
As I said, the lady in charge is away. No one comes or goes, I'm sorry.
All right.
Can you make a wits and perception check, please, for Barry? Sage, you can make the same check.
Sure. Did you say wits and what now?
Perception.
Do you mean
Wits and
alertness?
alertness.
Okay,
No,
very
wits and
good.
awareness. Yeah.
No. Oh, we both didn't see anything.
Okay. Yeah. Very good.
Wow. No, not very good.
He says, "I'll tell you what, here's my card." He takes out a business
I
card.
need the information now.
What information are you looking for?
I have a retainer who is missing.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Someone answering this description and by the name of, and I give the name.
All right, now you can also again make perception and empathy checks. Garth is on.
After that, I'll lean up to Bishop and we
One.
both got one. I'll lean up to Bishop and say, "You should awe him."
I'm so not in an awing mode.
Okay, so,
I
yep.
awe him
All right,
at
well,
the
let's hold on.
advice.
To what these you both got one on the perception and empathy checks, did you?
Yeah.
When you the description, do you give it verbally or is it written down?
I give it. Oh, it'd be written. Did you have time to write it down?
I didn't write it out.
No, I mean, did
Garth, Alexis?
I just would have told
Yeah.
it to you.
Okay, so this is totally
it's a description he told me.
all right. So do you want to give him the description
Oh,
so I can react to your description?
I can't remember the. Oh, he has his name. I've forgotten his name.
I didn't get his name.
Oh, okay. He has red hair in such a form that it has dreadlocks, and his hair is shaped in the shape of a horn, and he has a tattoo here on the side of his neck.
Those are different people.
Oh,
It's okay. Okay, so there's a person that has dreadlocks with a tattoo of a curve, and then there's another guy who has red hair that is in shape of horns. And there's a whole group of them. They dress up in white.
Well, you notice that when you mention this, when you describe the guy with red hair and the horns, they do look at each other briefly, these two guards, and they pass a look amongst themselves, and they look back to you. We're sorry, we don't have any information about this.
You see, he helped my retainer, so
You helped him.
yes.
I see. Well, I'll tell you what, if you take my card, you can give me another call back at the end of the night or tomorrow, and if I have any information, I'll give it to you. Otherwise, you can leave your number with me, and I will call you if I have anything.
I think I'll use all.
Okay.
Maybe we can get a bit more out of him, eh? Just squeeze him a little.
All right.
4. So
This is
this guy, 18 other people.
18 other
So yeah,
including Bishop.
including Bishop. Yeah.
Bishop, you are awed by Sage. All right.
Don't look at me like that, Bishop.
One of them says, look, we really can't let you in. I'm really sorry about this. We don't have any authority to let anyone in. We've been told, given direct orders, in fact, not to let anybody inside, and that our lady here is not prepared to see anyone at all. She is away.
Can you phone her for me?
Yes, I can do that. I can do that, but only on one condition.
What conditions is that?
Well, you see the lady here that you come with. I'd really like to get an autograph.
I'd happily give you an autograph. Although we'd really like to know about the people that I just described. And I'll get out a bit of paper. Who should I make it out to?
Flinches as you talk about giving more information. You can make this out to my name is my name is Kostas Ziad.
All right. How do I spell that?
He spells it for you.
Very good. And the information?
I can make a call for you. That's what I can do.
If you could, I'd much appreciate it.
But you know who I'm talking about, don't you? Both of you do.
I can neither confirm or deny anything.
Oh, you've already confirmed it enough.
Well, I'm glad you think so, but I'm not allowed to talk about such things.
Here you go. Please make that phone call.
Thank you so much. He goes back into the guard box and picks up the phone. You can see him talking behind the glass. Shakes his head, nods his head, shakes his head, nods his head, comes back out. All right, I made you your phone call. I've put it up the chain of command. We'll see what happens. Have you got a number that I can take for you? As you're sighing and thinking about this, you see somebody wearing a white suit walk out from the temple itself, the club, out to the guard box, to the back side of it on the other side of the wall. You're seeing them through the fence. And they walk up to the guard box and they call Kostas over and says something to him. And he nods. And he says, things have changed. I'm going to let you in. You can come inside out of the rain.
Thank you.
To show you some hospitality, it seems. So I'm sorry about before.
It's no problem. Oh, very good.
The gates open up. All right, and they lead you inside. And all right, so this is the waiting room. If you can stay here for a while, perhaps least we can do is keep you comfortable while you're waiting. If you're going to stick around.
He's doing pacing.
All right. Very good. So pacing around. Can we get you anything?
We'll be all right, thank you. I'm gonna look around for like security and stuff. Do what Bishop would do. I'm doing as what Bishop would do.
All right, so you can make a
Please,
perception,
thank you.
perception security check, please.
2.
2. All right. Yeah, you see the security cameras. You see that there are definitely there are attendants standing around, but you notice that those attendants who, whilst they're wearing like what's the word? Jesus Christ.
Is it like a toga sort of dealio?
Not a toga, like a what a Jesus, why is this so
Like a
hard?
gyp-
Like what a chef wears.
an apron?
Apron, thank you. The
Okay.
simplest word I could describe. And while they're wearing these white aprons over their black costumes, the ones inside, this one has. There seems to be something like possibly a gun or something underneath the apron. You can see it bulging, just to the side.
Are you sure it's a gun?
Well, unless he's got like
Don't need to know.
something in his chest sticking out of his chest, then yeah, it probably is a gun. Yeah. But cheeky. Yeah, okay. And after a few minutes, some people come up to you, a man and a woman. And she comes forth. She looks like this beautiful Arabic woman, and she's wearing a veil. So you're assuming she's beautiful because you're looking at her eyes. And she bows before you like a curtsy. She says, "I am Nuri. You can speak to me of anything that you would speak to Our Lady of. I am her first servant.
Thank you.
Our Lady is not present at the moment, but I will speak to you in her stead, as we identify you two as members of the court, and also you are said to be enforcers in London, and we wish to obey all of the laws and traditions here, as we are guests to the Camarilla."
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
The other one steps forward. He says, "And I am Omar, and I should also remind you that whilst we are guests of yours as to the Camarilla, you are inside our domain."
I am aware of that.
He steps back. Nuri takes her veil off now. "Now, how can we help you?"
Nori, may I call you that?
"Please, that is something I gave you."
My name is Bishop.
"Yes, I am aware. You are one of the enforcers here."
I have a retainer that fell into hard times sometime, and I think one of your people helped him, assisted him, may have brought him here even.
"What makes you think this?"
Through certain information that we have found out, but this is not an accusing thing. It seems that one of your retainers may have helped him, not yours personally, but one of your people.
She wipes some dust off the top of a nearby coffee table, or some shelves rather, and she turns back to you. "Well, without any more information, I couldn't possibly tell you who or what that might be about."
He is not. Could you excuse me for a moment?
"Would you like some time with your friend?"
If you, I'm just making a phone call.
"As you will. We will leave you alone." And she turns Omar, and the two of them go out through an archway into the next room, and they shut the doors, double doors.
I am ringing Alexis.
"Alexis, your phone rings."
Hello.
Alexis, what was the name of the guy that...
Is in the background.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, we're just we're getting some information. You know how it is.
I do know how it is, but that's more my style, not yours.
This is their pedos, so yeah.
Oh well. Now, what was the name of the guy that was with Parker today?
I can tell you that.
Oh,
Go, please do, because I've
Just
forgotten
hang up
already.
on him. Sorry.
it's all right.
I do know, but me and
Oh,
the character doesn't.
Click.
Just
Okay.
hung up on you.
What was it, Sage?
Charles Conrad Blight. I'm the one that found the information. Don't you remember?
All right. I don't. remember
that's fine.
anything at this point.
It's okay.
Okay. No, this is him. Mhm. Okay.
So
All right.
remember, they're not there right now. They left you.
I wait. I wait. He is not himself. He is not happy about this, and he is upset.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen feelings overwhelm you. And you need to pull it in, otherwise you won't be able to find Parker. That's what you would say to me if Alan was missing.
He looks at her like, All right.
You've got to be strong.
Bishop, can you make a perception alertness check, please?
Apparently not anymore. Could we have a perception alertness roll down there? Thank you.
Success.
One?
Is it?
One. Yep.
Okay. There's something bugging you about this room, but you can't figure out what it is. It's something like, I mean, the room itself is a beautiful red carpet, tall white pillars that stretch up to the vaulting ceiling, beautiful gold framed paintings on the walls.
Any Egyptian stuff?
Oh yeah, of course. There's Egyptian stuff everywhere. You know, it's
that's
Egyptian.
not it.
It's not it. You already know that.
Yeah.
There's a number of classical-looking paintings. You might not know it, but there'll be things like Botticelli's and stuff. I don't know if Bishop's familiar with the art world particularly.
Oh, he knows so much about Botticelli.
Right. But I mean, there's a painting of a church sitting on a hill, burning.
Hey?
Blood rain falling over the church.
He has a closer look at that.
Okay. It's
What do I see him doing? Does he look like he's in a trance?
It's not in a trance. He just
Is it a
stands up
Philippe
and-
original?
Well, funnily enough, I was thinking that.
No.
If you allow me, Barry, it's a Philippe original. It's a Gratiana. Purchased many years ago.
20 years ago.
Sure, 20 years ago. I said many years ago. 20 years is fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is not my lifetime. All right. I wait for them.
After a long period of time, like 15 minutes, a small bell rings outside the room through the double doors. During that 15 minutes, what do you guys do? I mean, you examine the pictures, walk around.
Well, I'm going to go out of the room and see if I can get them to come back.
Okay, so if you go out through the double doors, you just...
Yeah, just put, hey.
Oh, they're locked.
How convenient. Maybe I'll just knock.
All right. After a few moments, they unlock the doors and somebody rings that bell. And the attendant says, Omar and Nuri will be back momentarily.
Thank you.
You see them coming down the hall together. Their arms folded as they approach. They get to the door. They both bow or curtsy in front of you and then step into the room.
Sorry about that.
Sage, what was that name again?
Charles Conrad Blight is the name of the drug dealer guy. What we're after, should I just say the information I have?
Yes, just say it.
Okay, so there were a few people that took our friend, and the description goes like this. So they looked religious. They had long dreads. They had white clothes. One had a tattoo that curved up on his neck. Then there was another one in the back whose hair was slightly different, where it was red and it looked like horns.
They look at each other again, like the guards did. In fact, I see. So I can understand why you would come here. After all, you've met another one of our well, I guess I cannot say, but followers. This does match the description of a certain rank of one of our type of followers, yes. I am not aware of who this is. Perhaps it is another sect or another cell. Perhaps a breakaway, perhaps a renegade. I cannot say. This does, however, warrant the attention of Our Lady.
That's
So I
good.
will pass on this information to her immediately.
Seeing as you guess that they're also Setites, just from a different cell. Is that correct? Where do you think, what sort of signs do you think that they would, of places that they would stay? As you've got this beautiful place here, where do you think they would stay?
That is very difficult to anticipate, but Omar steps forward and now he says, if it was me, it would be probably a church or a shrine or perhaps a mosque, something like that. Maybe a religious school, somewhere like that would be good. I mean, otherwise it could be something entirely different, much more modern. It really depends where they come from.
Mm-hmm. No, that's good to know.
Some not something we can easily anticipate. Our ministries. Well, we have a lot of formal traditions and so on, and we're not aware of any other sects or cells working in the city. And if they were, then they would find themselves in quite a lot of trouble with us. Yes. Would you like to make perception and empathy checks, please?
Yes, please. 4.
And one
Good.
for Barry. Okay, so Barry, you know they what they're saying is they're not really revealing anything beyond what they're saying. Sage, however, do you have Auspex?
I do not have Auspex.
Okay. Something just smells wrong. You don't trust them.
Surely there's more to what you're telling me here.
Like what?
You know something that you're not telling us.
Like what do you think we might not be telling you? We've invited you into our house. We have tried to make you give you our hospitality. We've answered your questions and we have contacted our hierarchy and spoken with those above us on your behalf. We are answering everything that you need. What is it that you want more from us?
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
We will do our best to assist you in finding whoever these culprits are that have taken your retainer, was it?
He's
I
not
assume
in.
this retainer is very valuable to you, otherwise you wouldn't be going to all of this trouble.
He is. And if he's been harmed in any way, I'm sure there'll be people that won't be happy.
Surely you know who these people are. The horned guy.
The horns are a kind of a sign of a type of member of our sect. It means that they are a zealot. They usually have leadership of a small team of operatives, often sent somewhere to perform certain actions. We have no need of such a person now, since our last member of the zealot sect was sadly passed away recently, I believe.
He deserved it.
He was only passed away because he took upon himself to kill somebody he shouldn't have,
That is not,
without your lady's permission.
I'm sure that is all true. It is not my concern. I am concerned with where your retainer is.
Me too.
So if I can find any information on that subject, I'll pass it on to you. I will most definitely make inquiries.
I'll just look to Bishop and be like, you should give them a number.
Oh, we have your number. You
Creepy.
are, we know who you are, madam and sir. You are in forces of the City of London. You work for the Camarilla. If we need to find you, we will contact you through Andre Bazin.
Thank you. That's
That
perfect.
That picture over there,
Yes.
does it hold some interest for for your kind?
She looks over at the picture and walks over to it. Ah, Philippe Gratiano. She turns around. I'm afraid I'm not sure. I don't have any recollection of any information about it. It's just one of the many decorations of the building. It's been here longer than I have. You
She
see,
is truly obsessed with him, I say to Bishop.
All right,
I think we've got enough here.
I await your call.
very well. Do you guys leave then?
Yes.
Right.
When we leave,
Yeah.
I'll tell Bishop, like, surely Alexi would have an address for us by now to go find that guy.
I would hope so.
All right. So you guys are going to start heading back to the base.
Yep.
I'll try and text Alexi. Do you have that address yet? Because maybe we could swing by.
Well,
Just in
we'll
case.
cut back to Alexi and the doctor before that happens.
Okay.
You guys spent quite a lot of time doing that.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Shipman, you have your Ibrahim Mohammed here, and Alexi, you're there, I assume, still?
Yes.
So you backed up the phone now, and you come back out with it. And he gives you a list of... One moment, please. Here we go. No. Okay, there's a guy named Olut Tomi. There's a guy named Sabia Rashid, a Kevin Tunga, and a Bruno Pereira. Not to mention an Isaac Donka. And they are based at a place at number 22 Ixworth Place in Chelsea.
I pass that information along to Sage.
Right. You also get the name Hamza ul Haq.
Who are these people? Are these the people that you've
These
dragged out of this dude? Or
are members of a gang called the Mali Boys.
okay. So are they thinking that the Mali boys have something to do with the Setites? Is that what they're thinking?
I don't know
Because
what
we still don't have the
I think me and Alexia are probably just focused on the.
we just don't have the connection.
Yeah, we're not really thinking about the Setites.
So I'm like, you're giving me these addresses after I asked for an address of where that guy is. So I'm instinctively gonna think, okay,
do
we
we
should go
know
here.
Do we even know the name? Have you told us Conrad Blight? Do we know
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
Okay.
you can get Conrad Blight's address. That's not hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have that already.
Yeah, because you've got his prison records, you've got his
Right.
parole records, you've got his lawyer's phone number.
Well, at least I don't know if there's a connection. You guys might know.
Okay.
Do you?
Oh, we can find out.
The only
No.
the connection that you can see, the obvious connection is, well, obviously Conrad called somebody, and these so-called Setites turned up and took him away, instead of the hospital. Yeah.
I'll message Alexis asking if he could get the phone records between them, so we could get the potential phone number of the dread-headed dudes.
I'll look into it. I message back.
All right, Alexi, can you make a intelligence and investigation check, please?
Three.
Yeah, you get the records. You can pull those records, and you can do it because you've got MI5 clearance and all of that shit. So between you and your resources and your MI5 contacts, you get a list of phone numbers that were called from Conrad Blight's phone between the hours when this situation was happening, basically during the day, the previous day. And among the numbers there, Isaac Donker is the number is one name that appears on both lists.
Finally.
Seems to be
Mhm.
seems to be a one of the Marley boys.
I would have Alexis would have picked it up. I wouldn't have. And yeah.
Oh, it's Donko. Forgive me, Isaac Donko. Donkoh.
Are you gonna tell anyone?
Yeah. I thought I was passing it on to you.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I thought it was in the chain of texts.
Is there a way that you can find out his address?
Yeah.
You have his
find
name.
his phone
We could
records,
just
his address
ask the
as
man
easy
in front of us.
You've got his address too. It's 22 of Ixworth Place, Chelsea.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good lead.
All right, we'll get
Yeah, we'll get
Raya.
the other.
Get Raya and the team over there.
We should take the others too. We surely can't do this without them. I don't think.
Well, it's what they're interested in, so the more the merrier. He says.
Okay, for the DM's sake.
Yes. Just to keep him happy, you know what he's like. Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, you've gone and split the party all night so far.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Look, I wasn't the one that went off into a.
Yeah, it was. You got on a bike and drove off.
Yeah.
After I just got you all back together at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, but I had one target. They had. Anyway, we will meet them there.
All right. So how are you going to approach this place?
No, just gonna blow it up and shoot everybody.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
well that will be very effective.
Yeah.
In which case, everyone's dead. Everybody who's inside it is now dead. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Is
that
Parker
us?
there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back
Oh, he's
to
dead now.
You don't know
Back to-
if he was. He's dead.
back to the serious stuff.
Oh, you were
Okay.
being serious. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go on then. What are you doing? You're gonna head over. Okay. So
We'll have a recon of the place first before we do anything.
Okay.
She said, "Be calm and think like I would."
I'm so proud.
I think I'll ask Abraham to tell us any information about that residence.
All right. Well, Right.
I look menacingly.
Well, it's nearby to a place called Onslow Square, near Chelsea Commons and St. Luke's Gardens, and St. Luke's and Christ Church. There's a playground not too far away, a video game store, a Roman Catholic primary school called Oratory, a red brick building. There's the what is that? A hotel called the Sydney House of Chelsea. A couple of parking blocks not too far away. And there's the Evelyn Gardens, surrounded by a bunch of apartment blocks and what have you. One's called Roland House Apartments, which seems to be the location of the address itself. There's a Japanese restaurant in the bottom, along with an Egyptian restaurant and a mosque built into the ground floor. Across the road is a place that does photo reading courses and speed reading courses, apparently, and a menswear store that makes bespoke tailored suits.
Did we get a number off the
You do have a phone number for this guy.
Okay.
So I'll also ask Abraham if, say, one was going to visit these people and present themselves as friendly or there to do business, how would they do
I
that?
wouldn't go there if I were you. You shouldn't go there. They'll kill you. They're
Have
crazy.
you ever been there?
What?
Have you been there before?
No, I don't go there. I would never go there. I would never go there. It's a crazy thing to do. You wouldn't go there.
Why
Have you ever
haven't you
sent
tried to
anyone
stop
there?
it?
What?
Why haven't you tried to stop it?
There's. What am I going to do to stop it?
You were waving around $1 million before.
What do you think? Money is the only thing that matters to these people? They'll kill you. They'll kill me.
No, use the money to hire someone to kill them. Like, it's a tool, right?
All right, of course. It's that easy. It's always that easy for you, isn't it?
Well, I'm
Do they
planning
have
on
any
going in there
secret code
myself.
words
They
or
know
anything?
my family. They know the people that I'm related to. They know the people I work with. They know where I live.
Do they have any secret code words? Say you knock at the door, they open the slit, they say password. Is there anything like that?
I think pretty much they're going to need to know what your face is, and they need to know who you are already. You can't just walk in there. You might take months trying to infiltrate them. And even then, you would probably need to speak Arabic and be part of their organization. It might help you to go to a mosque for a few years.
Okay. I'll relay that it's
I'm making
deception
mental note
isn't
of
going
this
to be the
guy's
easiest.
face.
Okay. Right. Did we get a number for the Setites, Sage?
We
You
did for this one.
For the ones we know back at the temple.
You can have a number for Nori if you like.
Okay. I ring Nori.
All right. She picks up the phone. Greetings. This is the temple. How can I help you?
And Nori, this is Bishop
Mr.
speaking.
Bishop, I recognize your voice and your number.
We have this address and this name. What's the address?
22 Chelsea, blah, blah, blah.
I was asking Sage. 22 Chelsea. Sorry, I forget that we're not next door to each other sometimes. 22 Chelsea. And this is the people that run it. And there happens to be an Egyptian setup here as well. I just thought it would be better to let you know and ask you if you wanted to come and perhaps talk to these people.
You're probably going to need me.
Well,
because we don't want to ruin your chances.
I see.
Yes.
Well, I will need to pass this on. I cannot act unilaterally without the mistress here, you see. That is the biggest problem we have right now. She's out of contact.
True. Okay, so If you were us, what would you do?
If I were you, I suppose I would probably move in there and perhaps do what you have to do. If your man is in there, then look, here's the thing, you see, Mr. What do I call you? Can I call you Bishop?
Oh, you can call me Bishop.
Or Enforcer? Would you prefer? We're out on the telephone. I suppose we should speak
Yes.
carefully.
Yes.
If I was in your shoes, Bishop, I would take these people down if I were you. I would get my man back. Do what you have to do. They're not part of our organization, obviously, so...
I'm just making sure not to step on anybody's toes. I'm following the advice of a friend.
I tap Bishop on the shoulder. What are they
Yeah.
saying?
Take him down.
So we're doing them a favor?
I don't know. They just
Well,
want
try and get something from them.
to... In the taking down, if we find information, would you like it?
Oh, of course, if you don't mind giving it to us, that would be greatly accepted, I'm sure. I would definitely take that to our mistress and inform her that you were extremely cooperative in this manner.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ask her boon.
Okay, we're gonna go and get him. All right, we case out the place first.
So you're hanging up the phone then?
Yes, I am hanging up the phone then.
Okay.
All right. All right.
So
Now,
how do you go about casing out the place?
we'll use the scopes and stuff we have, and any kind of binoculars, any kind of, because we would have had equipment. The others would have had equipment with them once they get there. Rhea and her team.
Right, so you want Rhea and her team to scout it out.
Yeah, scout it out.
Can I have a gun? Oh. I just assume I don't have a gun on me right now.
Yeah.
But I'd like one.
We just assumed you did.
Are you? I mean, did you go back to the base or not?
No, but
Haven't
Rhea and them would have.
Yeah,
vehicles.
Rhea.
Okay, so you can rendezvous with Rhea in a parking lot. Okay, there's a 5-level parking lot.
Yep.
Right behind a gas station on Onslow Gardens. What's the name of that street? It is in fact the name of the street, Onslow Gardens. Okay, so you meet her up in the parking lot, and she can fit you out with whatever you need, whether it's guns, grenades, goggles,
Body
Yeah.
armor.
vests, body armor,
Sage special, please.
boots, Sage's special, very good. So you got your sniper rifle
Yes.
in a case,
Okay.
all right, with your telescopic sights and so on. You've got a mixture of ammunition. You've got clips that have only got standard ammunition, and clips with red X's on them that have a mixture of tracer rounds, that is to say incendiary rounds,
Okay.
standard ammunition. Meantime, what is Dr. Shipman and Alexis doing?
Are you two on your way? Because this is to do with your thing.
I probably wouldn't go.
You're not going to go? Okay.
Nope.
Are you going to be on comms?
Yeah, I'll be on comms.
Maybe I should go check it out with them.
I think so.
And in the chair.
Get things done.
Okay, so Alexis is going and Dr. Shipman is the man in the chair.
Yep.
Don't
Okay.
want to use your handgun, your pow pow.
Oh, I might use it here.
I grabbed my
Is
short
that happening,
sword.
How
No, it
would
depends.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So we have established firmly that the doctor is staying behind. The other three are heading in. And you will meet up in this parking lot where Rhea is presently. Do you bring another vehicle with you, Alexis?
Yes, I'd just take probably one of Bishop's. It's when in Rome.
Right. Is it a bike or a car or an
It's a
armored
car.
vehicle?
Like bikes are real unsafe.
Right. Okay. Apparently, in London. People fall off them all the
Well, I
time.
saw them heaps in hospital, so I stay away from them. It's like
What
I
is
don't like
Alan
guns.
doing?
Right. Well, what is Alan doing?
What is he doing?
Well,
Because I
Alan,
kind of left him on his own, so.
Alan can come along if you like. He's
Yeah.
keeping a low profile all evening after last night.
Come on, Alan. Let's go for a drive.
Where are we going then?
Um,
We're a bit
Go,
out of the loop. What's going on?
well, basically, Bishop's looking for Parker, and me and Dr. Shipman are trying to put a stop to some kiddie porn ring.
Jesus Christ! All right. Is this
Yeah.
all part of the same operation then, or what?
Allegedly it's separate, but yeah.
All
We
right.
don't think Parker's all tied up with it, but I think he might be with the same people.
But he could be then, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, maybe.
That'd
That's what the
be
doctor
fucking wrong,
keeps
wouldn't
saying.
it? Yeah, well, I don't trust what the doctor has to say about the matter.
Mm.
He's a bit.
Hey.
Oh shit! You're right there, Doctor Shipman.
He is right there.
My apologies.
Hey, I'm
can see
just
why
saying,
Sage gets so moody with you.
just saying you don't know everybody, you know. That's all I'm saying.
And Ronnie's also here at the moment. He says, "Well, I don't suppose there's anything I can do to help, is there? I could come along for a bit of I could get involved. I know people. I
It
help
might
with
be
this
quite
whole
involved.
Marley gang business. I'd like to see them running out of town.
All right, come
well,
along then.
All right, I'll do that. But Dr. Shipman, you're staying here.
Come along, Doctor. It's a bit of fun.
We could take an ambulance. We could be on standby in case they need, medical evacuation. No, you like it here? All right.
I had some things to ask this man that would have potentially benefited both of us, Ronnie.
I'll stay here with you then.
Okay.
All right. So you
Let's
guys
go, Alan.
all right, zoom. You go to the location. You meet the others at the parking lot in Onslow Gardens. You get there. Rhea hands out. Guns, gear, equipment, blah blah blah. You're all dressed up. You're ready to go. As for scouting the place out, basically what you're looking at is a small. Basically, there's like 2 blocks of buildings that are largely housing mostly Middle Eastern immigrants. And in that place, there are, in fact, 2 different mosques in 2 different buildings. There's a couple of religious schools, in fact. One of the mosques is much bigger than the other. They're different types of mosques. I don't know fuck all about this stuff, so I'm borderline having to walk a very dodgy line here. So
One would assume there's many flavors.
culturally speaking, yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, everybody's as bad as everybody else. So we're not pointing
We're all human.
at anyone here. This just happens to be this week's flavor. Next week it will be rednecks. Who knows? Anyway,
In London.
yeah.
So I think I'll just say while they're doing this for this time, what I probably would be doing is getting that list of all the Air Force soccer players, and was it
They're 4 soccer players.
the list of people, the politicians, and then was it Charles Blight, just every name that we've collected,
Mhm.
and then kind of giving Ronnie and Abraham some homework to try and like map out everything, like as much information as possible.
All right. Cool. Okay. Very good. Well, you do see there's a certain pattern there. Some of those people, what can I tell you immediately? There's at least 3 of those people that seem to spend a lot of time together, and they appear on the news frequently together, and in the politics itself have been backing up each other's policies. They've been trying to make, oddly enough, these are the same people who are against homosexuality. They're against pornography. They're against all the things that you're beginning to suspect that they are in fact doing. So isn't that weird? They obviously, it's like they're deflecting it by publicly being the opposite of what they're doing. So that's the gist of what you're going to get from that over the period of time that you spend looking into it. And they back each other up in respect to that, even though some of them are on different sides of the fence politically. All right, so what are you guys doing? You're heading in.
Gonna kick the door down.
What's the
Oh.
plan, Bishop?
Okay,
No
well,
plan.
first of all, there's people out on the street milling around.
No, he's got an address and a little button that tells us where his apartment is, doesn't he?
Who?
This guy.
What do you mean
Is
a
he
little
got a
tells him where it is? What does that mean?
is what's the name of the guy we're looking for?
Conrad Blight? Is that
Not
the
Yeah.
him.
guy?
Conrad Blight, doesn't he does he live here?
It wasn't him, it
does
was
not live
the-
here. This is the Marley Boys' hangout.
Okay. So when we
Unless you want to
watched
go
it,
to Conrad Blight's house, it's a totally separate deal.
no, we'll
We've kind of skipped past that point by getting this guy's number.
okay, all right. Now, do the Barley Boys look a certain way as a gang?
Yeah, they look like they're North African. They've
Okay.
you know, they're a lot of dreadlocks, but there are a mixture of them from different places that have been brought in and drawn into it as well. But the original Marley Boys, from what you can gather, you know, Olotomi Bayawu, Sabia Rashid, Kevin Tuunga, Bruno Pereira, Isaac Donka. Those are the names of the main guys,
Okay.
top guys.
We pass those out amongst us so everybody knows who the main guys are.
You can get photographs of them, possibly,
Cool.
from your MI5 contacts.
Cool.
Yeah,
So you can.
we'll have to get the doctor to do it.
All right.
I might do a bit of obscuriness. Find a nice quiet place, like inside a van or something,
Yeah.
and create some fog. Because I can. But just to make it a little bit difficult to see outside, they're looking out windows.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case.
All right. So you lay down a fog over this region of the city.
Yeah, let me just roll these
How
9
much
dice.
fog can you lay down? Is my real question.
Okay, well that's fine. Let me just get my. No, I can't find my book. Hold on. Okay, if you want to continue with the next thing, I'll find out.
All right. Well, it will be important very fast. So
Okay.
yeah. Really, it's entirely important because it's how you approach this is going to change drastically depending on whether or not you've got fog, I assume. Yeah. So the thing is, what you don't know is which specific building they're in, and how that works. I mean, maybe you can inquire somehow. Maybe you can find out some information. How I need more information about what you're doing and how you're going about this.
Okay, so I found it.
Okay.
Okay, so it says it's rather easy to create fog in London, so the difficulty should be lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how it's put.
Yep, and
They
what's
say
the check?
difficulty 3, meaning where is my character? Where's my sheet? Where is my sheet? Where have I put my sheet? Yeah. Oh, great! I just left roll 20, didn't I?
Oh no.
Classic me. I'm not stalling. Everything is fine. I'm about to answer.
My computer's now
right?
restarting.
Yeah.
Right. So, does Alexis? What are your
no.
thoughts on how to approach this?
Yeah, I don't know. Just kick the doors in, really, and just
Do you
shock
know
and
which
awe.
doors to kick in? There are hundreds of
There.
hundreds of apartments in these buildings.
Okay, so it says what on earth? Okay, hold on. I have to re-roll. Manipulation and survival. It says the number of successes determines the strength of the new environmental force, and the rest of it is kind of unnecessary because it's talking about lightning damage.
Okay.
So manipulation and survival.
All right.
Survival.
Now,
We got.
bearing in mind that it's late now at night, the shops are mostly closed except for the few places that are open 24/7. There is a pharmacy, there is a gas station, there's some public toilets that are open. If you can think of anything else that might be open all night, they might be there, but those are the only things I can think of off the top of my head.
Can I roll intelligence and streetwise to narrow it down?
Yeah, you can try that.
I got 4 successes.
Okay, so there's a pretty heavy fog laid down over this area of the city. It comes in and drops down around the place. Okay, 5 successes, Alexis. Okay. Well, I mean, it seems to you, Alexis, that the obvious thing would be to, if you want to figure out where the gang is, you could start trying to buy drugs off them. Or you could just see if you can get yourself into a fight or something, and or wander around long enough until they find you. I mean, once they find you, whoever they are, they're going to come out, and you're probably not going to find them all at once, right? So you're not likely to have to fight more than a few of them at a time, at the beginning, at least. And if you can contain that first encounter in such a way that you can not give yourselves away to the whole gang in the entire street and the entire couple of blocks, if you can contain that in such a way that you can manage to get yourself a few hostages that you can interrogate, then you might be able to get more information. There's probably a pub open also. You know, you're seeing there's lights on at the mosque as well. In fact, there's an all-night vigil going on presently.
Shall we wander around the bad areas of town just looking rich and just see what happens?
Okay, I'll take off my vest and stuff,
All right.
and we'll do what he says.
All right. So just you, or who's we?
Just us as a group, I suppose.
Sage, are you gonna leave your sniper behind?
I feel like it's probably better that I don't go with you guys on this one. I'll stay with like Rhea and back them up if it comes to it. Yeah, the more people, the more suspicious it might be, or they might feel like they're outnumbered.
Right. So you want them to
That
feel
is
a
true.
little bit vulnerable. Okay. So
Honestly, it would be better if you were like singular. Maybe you could disappear, Alexis.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea, and disappear.
All right. So Alexi, I'm gonna leave this up to you guys actually to have that conversation.
And I follow Bishop.
You're gonna tell Bishop that you're following him?
Yeah, Bishop, I'm following you. Walk around and look rich and see if you can pick up somebody.
Okay.
Well, they'll pick you up.
All right.
Okay. So Bishop,
Go over to one of the boys that we think is part of the group.
well, you don't immediately see anybody that looks like a boy that you think
Yeah,
is
just
part of the group at this point.
walk around, looks like a victim or something. Just try and pick up somebody that's out to get you, and I've got your back if it all goes to shit.
Okay.
As the fog is closed in, visibility, of course, is quite narrow. And so, what are you? How are you acting, Bishop, as you walk down the street?
I'm acting, walking as like a man who is confident, unafraid, doesn't give a fuck. Funnily enough, he's being Bishop.
I'm gonna make a phone call to him.
All right, make a phone call to him.
Beep. Are you gonna answer or?
Phone rings.
Hello?
Hello, it's Sage. I'm just I'm making you pick up your phone because it might make you seem more important and more
Yes.
like.
Yes,
So if
well,
you just say things like stocks,
yeah. Yes, well,
portfolios.
I don't think we should. I don't think we should sell to them. No.
Make a perception and alertness check for Bishop,
No.
please.
But actually, I'm looking for them
yourself.
all over the place, but I can't find them.
So
Yeah.
you're looking for about 5 minutes now, and a couple of cars have gone past, a couple of vans.
I want to do some business with them, but they won't. You know, they're not showing up, so I'll try over here.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. And he tries somewhere else.
So, Alexis, what do we get for perception alertness?
He got 0.
He got 0, and what do you get?
I got, on the other hand,
A big fat.
big fat -1. I'm too busy watching him being a real bad watchman.
Alright.
You'll learn by fire, I suppose.
I really hate those dice. They've only ever helped me once. All right.
All right. Well, Bishop, freeze right there because you hear and you get shot in the head.
Oh,
You go
fuck
to the
that.
ground.
Bishop,
You're presently in torpor.
I spin around.
Alexis,
What the fuck?
how was he really able to see with the fog obscuring?
do you know what a night vision scope is?
No. Does it have that capability?
Yes.
Ah, we learned
Alexis,
something more about them.
you get shot in the shoulder. Oof, you take 4 points of non-aggravated and 1 point of aggravated damage.
And I can roll on that, right? With the old fortitude.
Come on, bust out the bullet with your thick skull. Just headbutt the bullet.
4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, well,
Hang on.
you pop out all 4 of the
Yep.
non-aggravated damage, but the aggravated remains.
Wait, how much aggravated was that?
1.
Sweet.
But Bishop's just gone. Poof, in front of
Ouch.
you.
Shit.
Um,
Spin around.
you spin around. Okay, well, you can make another perception alertness check.
After not hearing Bishop talk about stocks and
What you hear is the phone clatter across the ground.
Ray, I think we have a situation.
She
2
looks at you.
successes.
What the fuck do we do now?
We go in.
Okay, we're just going to charge in.
Is there any way to see through fog?
Well, we can use infrared.
Well, let's do that. They might be in trouble.
All right. Well, we don't have infrared as far as I'm aware.
Oh, what a.
Bishop doesn't have infrared? What is wrong with him?
That wouldn't be so.
I don't think it would help him at this point.
It doesn't help me, but it wouldn't be so. Because it's stupid. He buys weaponry.
True.
Why
that.
wouldn't he buy the best? Infrared is the best.
You guys never mentioned it before.
Oh, if I mentioned every weapon there was in the world, that would be.
All right. They pull out some night vision stuff and they start setting that shit up.
Sweet. Why don't we do the whole sniper? Can we snipe and use infrared at the same time?
Yes, we have to change all of our scopes.
Right.
Okay, so you go about setting up new scopes. Now, in the meantime, while you're doing that, Alexis,
Yep.
2 successes.
that was for perception?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you see a sniper on a rooftop with a hood. And presently they are reloading.
I try and put something in between them and me,
Okay, so you can make a dex and dodge.
if I'm able to drag Bishop, but that's
Yep, you can. Well, okay, you can make a dex and dodge check, but you are dragging Bishop, therefore your difficulty is going to be 8.
cool. I'm going to spend blood and Dex. 5 successes.
All right.
Oh, hang on. What was it? 8,
Difficulty
right?
was 8,
2.
yeah.
2 successes.
Okay. Bullets start appearing through the car that you're taking cover through behind.
That sucks.
For the car?
Can you make a wits and investigation check, please?
Four successes.
You recognize that the rifle, the sniper, was an anti-tank gun.
The fuck?
Like the sort of gun that pierces tank armor.
Is there a manhole cover near us?
You can make a wits and investigation check.
You know, if Bishop was up, he would totally be like, that's my damn
4
weapon.
successes.
Yes, there is a manhole cover.
Sweet, Bishop and I are going down it, and
All right, so you pull Bishop down the manhole. All right, you just drag him down there. Okay, cool.
yeah, he's a vampire. So.
Bishop, your phone is now gone, however. You get him down and you pull the cover up.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So at that point, those upstairs who have got their new scopes up and running, you're looking around all over the place. Now, at the moment, you are in a long street, at one end of a long street. Bishop and so on, we're about halfway down that street. The street is overlooked from both sides by tall apartment buildings. There's a mosque on one side and a mosque on the other side, diagonally across from each other at the opposite ends of each other's buildings. And there's cars parked on the street. There's a few people on the street milling around, but now they're screaming and shouting because they've heard gunshots.
Well, that's something.
And
Using the infrared, could I please make a perception check?
yes, you can make a perception and investigation check, please.
Okay.
Your difficulty is also going to be 8. There's a lot of fog in this area.
Just the one.
Nope, you don't see shit.
Rhea, do you see anything?
Rhea. She says, I thought I saw movement on that building, but I'm not 100% sure. Right up there. Where are you guys taking these, looking from? Like, are you on a car, in a car, behind a car, on a
Anything
on a
that,
street?
like, I was imagining a street and maybe a brick fence or something. I don't know.
Right.
I can't.
This
paint
is
a
the
picture.
information I wanted 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Well,
So a brick fence.
Before we were in their van.
Yep.
Getting shit sorted, and yeah, I imagine a fence of brick sort. That's British, isn't it?
Yep. Yep. There's also like apartments on the ground floor that have like, or on the basement level that have steps that go down to them from the road.
Okay.
On either side. Okay, Rhea suddenly spins around, having just been shot. And she drops down behind the cover. And she's like, fuck, oh my god, oh, Jesus, fuck.
Did I see whereabouts it came from?
You can.
Sorry, Rhea.
It came from this long street.
All right. Okay, I'll take Rhea back to that van.
You hear various vehicles starting up down the street.
We will quickly do that.
The lights come on a van down the street.
Can I try call Sage?
You can call Sage, yeah. Your reception's going to be kind of shitty because you're in a sewer.
We are.
Come on, Rhea, let's go.
Okay, so let's get a D10 from you and a D10 from Sage, please. You both need to get over a 7 for this to be
I
community.
got an 8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
I got an 8 too.
All right. Excellent. So
Mhm.
you have just enough reception. You have the best in cell phone technology, and because you're a Nosferatu, you probably have like special Nosferatu underground sewer hookups,
Nostec.
network tech shit going on. Okay, so Sage, your phone rings just as Rhea's been hit.
Hello?
We've got a problem. Bishop's down and he's asleep.
Yeah, this sniper's a bit of an asshole. He's hurt Rhea too.
We're in the sewers currently.
Okay. Can you get the bullets out of him?
Yeah, I can do that.
Put that nursing degree to work.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to do after that?
Sage, make a perception and alertness check.
I'm just making a perception alertness check. One
But
sec.
keep talking.
Right.
I've got 1 success.
Okay. Very good. At that point, you're hearing automatic gunfire.
Am I seeing it?
You pop up and look for it, do you?
No, no, I'm with Rhea. I'm going to take her back to the van.
Okay. So
Running alongside of the brick wall.
Okay, so you're the brick wall. It must be tall enough, must be low enough that you can shoot over it, right? So are you ducking down under the brick wall as you're running with Rhea?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you get to like a grilled fence basically, and these are basically brick walls going across the fronts of people's properties that are divided with fences. So you get about 12 feet before you hit the first fence. Rhea just looks at you. She goes, "Rip it open. Use your blood."
Oh God. Okay. I'll put 3 into strength. It's not gonna be much.
All right.
Anyway. Oh, it'll be 5 dice. What's the roll? Strength.
Strength and athletics.
Okay. 5.
All right, you rip the fence open. You just tear it right out of the ground.
Yeah.
The whole panel of fence just right off, and you just pull yourselves through the shrubbery to the next one. As you're doing that, you're now hearing a car pulling up nearby, and now you're seeing the light of muzzle flash over your heads, going over the top of the wall. And then you're hearing a lot of shouting in foreign language. And then you're hearing thump. The wall just behind you just explodes. Remember those fucking rocket missiles that you found in that car last time?
They have more.
They have more. Remarkable.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Surprising.
Don't leave all your missiles in one car. That old saying.
That old saying, don't leave all your missiles in
They're
one.
bishops too, aren't they?
Well, at least that one was, but quite high chance that it is bishops, yes.
Okay. So am I dodging or?
Yep, you're making a
Okay,
dex and
sweet.
dodge.
Dodge.
Rhea is also making a dex and dodge. Rhea gets 3 10s and a 9. She totally is out
Just
of the
1.
way. Okay, not so great.
I'm probably gonna be out for the game too.
Yeah, you're taking. Can you mitigate any damage? Can you mitigate any aggravated damage?
I've got 1 fortitude.
All right. Well, you better make a stamina check with your fortitude, because you're taking 5 levels of aggravated damage.
Yeah. Why are we doing this? Okay, so that was an 8. I just rolled 1 dice for the fortitude, or am I rolling the stamina?
You're making one. Yes. Well, yeah. You're rolling 1 dice. It's either stamina or fortitude. Doesn't
Okay, sweet.
matter. It's 1 dice, and that's if you succeed, you mitigate 1 level of aggravated damage. So you've taken
Okay.
4 levels of aggravated damage.
Okay.
Are you wearing armor?
Yes.
I'll make it 3 levels of aggravated damage.
Okay, sweet.
All right, Rhea,
Ah.
however, dodged right through that. All right, back to the sewer. Alexis, you've got Bishop dying in your arms. You are on mute.
No, I'm not. See?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to remove a bullet from him.
Okay, so you're going to make a dexterity and medicine check.
Two successes.
All right, Bishop, 2 successes. Bishop, you have 2 levels of fortitude. You should remind me of these things. I'm going to make your stamina check for you.
Yeah, sorry, I should probably look at these things too.
Actually, you know what? You can make the stamina check for, or rather a fortitude check for Bishop, please. It's 1 dice per level of fortitude.
One success.
All right, so Bishop, you're conscious now, but you still have taken 4 levels of aggravated damage. You are able to soak one of them at this point, now that the bullet is free of your skull.
Okay.
So you're like in a lot of pain, but you're conscious.
You with us, buddy? Slaps that.
And Bishop, you realize that this was completely a trap. Like, you guys were totally set up. That there's obviously they knew you were coming.
They knew we
Either
were
that, or they
coming.
just sit around with anti-tank guns all day. Like, unless that's what they actually do, they might just sit around with anti-tank guns all day. But
I don't think so. They knew we were coming. We were set up.
you're like, oh, they knew we were coming. We were set up.
That's what I'm saying in my head. I'm still trying to establish the saying part in the mouth.
Right.
Calm down. Just hold up 1 sec.
Now, Alexis.
Yes.
Can you make a wits and I'm a vampire member of the Order of Mars check, please?
Pump blood.
I mean, just a wits check.
All right, cool. One success.
Well, you know that everybody in the Order has got like at least 1 vial of the Master's blood upon their person, right?
No, I did not.
Did not know that.
Otherwise, we'd make use of this more often.
Right.
That's true.
So I feed him some Master's blood.
Right. Okay. Well, that will heal you for 1 more level of aggravated damage. So you're down to 3. Same as Sage. Okay, so that helps significantly, but he's still, very fucked up here in the sewer. Sage, what are you doing?
I'm going to take my shot now.
Okay, well, you jump up to take your shot and your phone rings.
Nope, I'm taking a shot.
Taking a shot? Okay.
Yeah.
Make a dex and firearms check. Yeah. You're shooting at the car?
Yep, I'm really gonna go home with this.
Right. They're also waiting for you to stand up, so you're also going to make a dex and dodge check immediately as well.
Oh shit. This is not doing well. Okay. So 3 successes there.
All right, you managed to dodge their fire, but you also completely miss. Okay, so that's a...
Yeah. Well, I'm taking another shot. They just took...
Do you have ringtones on your phone for different people?
I don't know if that was a capability back then.
It was.
Yep. The MIDI, the MIDI ringtones. You'd push the numbers in to make them and stuff.
I don't know.
Everyone had Funky Town as their ringtone.
I have no idea. I don't...
Do you want to make a check to see if you do? It could be an intelligence and security check, maybe.
I want to take a shot. So I probably wouldn't answer it regardless. 4.
Well, I'm going to say that you do, and you have done this, and that regardless of whether or not you did it, it was set up by other members of the order in a way so that you would have this. And you are aware that the phone number that is calling you is Gustavius.
I want to take a shot.
Okay, so you pop up and you roll your dex and firearms.
Yep.
All right, 4
4.
successes. Okay, you take out the driver of the car. Or rather, it's a sniper rifle, isn't it? So you just fire him like.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's down. That car skids to a stop.
I'd like to take cover now.
All right.
Yeah.
The doors on the car, on the other side of the car, you hear them pop open, and you can hear people getting out on the other side of that car. But you can also hear more cars coming, and footsteps. You get the impression that any minute you're going to be overrun by a small army of gangsters.
Okay, Rhea, come on, we gotta go.
All right, so you and Rhea bolt.
I'm gonna quickly answer my phone on the way.
Okay,
My
well,
sniper.
before you get to
rifle.
that, the phone stops ringing, and Dr. Shipman, your phone rings.
Hello.
This is Gustavius.
Good evening. Or good morning.
There has been a complication.
Explain.
I need to know where Bishop is.
He went to a Marley boys hideout to search for his retainer.
That is the problem.
Do tell.
This retainer that you have lost, he is being ransomed.
To
against...
who? To who? Like, is he up for just auction or?
No. The Order of Mars. There is a... whomever has him wishes to make contact with us.
Okay. So,
We need to silence this problem.
okay.
Are you able to get this retainer out or not?
I don't think we even know if he's there. We're just kind of going there off of hunches and traces that we've been collecting.
Give me a situation report in 1 hour.
Okay. I'll
All right, Sage, you're running for the vehicle. You can make a dex and dodge check, please. And
Yes.
Yep.
I would then like to retaliate if I'm still up.
Yep.
3.
3. Okay. Are you making sure that you're taking penalties for the number of hits you've taken?
Okay, let me try again then, shall I?
Yeah.
I'll
Why
call
doesn't it do it
Alexis.
itself?
I know, that would be good, wouldn't it? Sorry.
What was that?
I'll
Sorry,
call
Doctor.
I'll call Alexi.
Hello.
4.
Hello, how's it going?
Poorly. Well, I think we've been had. We kind of need to get out of here. You're not even with us, are you?
No, I'm with our friend. So sorry, what's happened? I just had an interesting call.
Basically, we've walked into a trap, and I'm gonna try and get Bishop out via the sewers, but we need to get someone to get Sage and Rare out.
Okay,
We'll at
I'll
least let them
sort
know
it.
that we're getting out.
I'll sort
Cool.
it.
Sweet. Oh, well, I'll give you a call in about 15 minutes once we're out of here.
Okay. And then I'll call Gustavius back.
All right. So yes, you made.
Oh, sorry. Let's Sage go first.
Sage had 4 successes. That was dex and dodge, correct?
I was gonna retaliate, and
All right.
hopefully
So
Rhea
you-
has something bigger, like a grenade.
All right. When you get to the vehicle, Rhea can hand you a grenade, and she says, "Try this." So you can make a dex and athletics check with it.
This ain't my fort. you
You give it back to her?
you take it, and I'll shoot with my sniper rifle. I know I'm going to hit with my sniper rifle.
Right. Well, the trouble with a sniper rifle is that because there's quite a few of them, you get the impression there's about 6 or 7 targets. You can only target one person at a time, and whilst you're targeting them, you are a sitting duck.
But she can be the one to throw the grenade after
Alright.
I've fired.
Well, she throws a grenade and it goes off. You hear the bang. And then you hear the retaliation of more automatic weapons. And then you hear
I'm
thunk.
gonna fire at that too. I'm firing her at the rocket itself.
You're going to shoot the rocket.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot the rocket. Dex and firearms. Difficulty 10.
Well, I got 2.
2 successes.
Yeah.
You hit the rocket. The rocket explodes. How many sixes and above did you get? 1, 2, 3. Besides the 2 10s. You take out 3 guys with
Nice.
the rocket when he hit the rocket. That was ridiculous. Okay.
If anyone can do it, Sage can.
Rolling flames pour over the street, wounding and hurting and killing several people. Couple of cars rock from the explosion. You get into the vehicle with Rhea at this point. Yep. Alan starts the vehicle and drives off.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on back there? Jesus Christ, he says.
We need to get out of here.
Well, that's what I'm doing, right? That's what I'm doing. Oh my fucking god, they're behind us now. There's another fucking car behind us. Fuck. Open the back door, shoot at them.
I plan to. Calm down.
Rhea's taking out a small grenade launcher of her own at this point.
I'll hold the door open, okay?
She loads it up.
This is the help action, I suppose.
This is the help action, right?
Yeah.
Bang! She hits the vehicle behind you. The front of it lifts up and it drops back down again on the road. And the front doors swing open and all of the glass is shattered. And then it starts swerving and then it hits the side of the road behind you and stops, trapped behind a bus. And you guys escape.
What the hell was that?
I don't fucking know, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. Do you want to drive?
Oh, you're doing well, Alan. Trust in yourself.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I love this. You know, even though we're deep in shit, I feel like this is where I'm most comfortable. Also, ow, I'm so
You look
hurt.
really comfortable with half your face burned off. Can you even see that?
I can see a little.
Yeah, you're going to need to get fixed up. You got skin hanging off all over the place. It's gross.
Don't tell me that.
I've seen you look better, Sage.
Thank you.
Does that hurt?
It does, yes. I'm just bearing through the pain. I might actually drink the master's blood. I think now's a
good time.
Pretty good time. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Alexi, you and Bishop, well, you take the Nosferatu routes out of here.
Yep.
And you get to a subway.
How do I heal from this?
How do you heal from it? You just drink from it, and then I roll some dice.
Okay. Please roll some dice.
You get an aggravated wound healed.
You could have rolled better.
Could have.
You should have rolled better.
Lucky got any. How many? You're at 2 aggravated now, aren't you? Okay. Very good. So the Dr. Shipman.
Yep, I'm calling Gustavius back.
All right. Picks up the phone. Gustavius.
I'm not entirely sure of the situation, but it seems pretty bad. Probably going to need some immediate intervention.
I will be on my way.
I'll give up. Oh, never mind. I was going to give them the address as well as where they went.
He most likely knows.
All right.
Yeah, I don't assume things.
Fair enough. I mean, you can ring him again if you want to.
That's okay.
It'll save him the embarrassment.
All right. So long story short, you guys all get back to the base. Is that the general gist of this? Or are you going to go to a safe house? Do you have a safe house? No, I don't think anybody talked about that. Never mind. You don't have a safe house because nobody made one.
We go to the base via the sewer route.
Okay. The base via the sewer route. Okay. So
unless we actually would no, we take a subway. What are we talking about?
Okay. Now, when you take the subway, you can obfuscate. Bishop is very wounded. Covered in blood.
Take my shirt off
Mm-hmm.
and rob a wino of his clothes.
Okay.
Where'd you get shot?
In the head.
Head.
In the head.
So I'll put his hat on and everything to, if he's got a hat. You know how
I
they
think
have.
Alexis could assist you with all of that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, very good. You do spend some time cleaning up, and then you
Yep.
get on the subway. And taking the subway route, you are able to get back to the base.
Right.
All right, so a little while later, everybody reconvenes at the base.
Yep.
So you,
I seal it up tight, ready for an attack.
okay, so the base is now on high alert. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Code
I'm
red.
looking in the mirror trying to like make sure I'm okay.
You're
Maybe
not.
using some ointment of some sort.
Right.
Some burn ointment.
How
Aloe
many
vera.
let me have a quick look here. You've taken you're at 2 levels of damage at the moment.
Yeah.
Da-da-ba-da.
I'm only hurt.
And can I just take a couple of blood points off each of my retainers?
You can. You can. So you're at -1 to everything right now, Sage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's probably some damage to your head. Headal area. Okay.
There's not much I can do about it.
All right. So you're all here.
Well, what do we do now?
Alan are there.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but Bishop,
Where's Parker? Says Alan. Did you find him?
no.
Wait, where's Bishop? Is he here? Or-
Yeah,
Bishop's
Bishop's
here.
with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's all
Oh,
wrapped
there he
in
is.
bum's
Right.
clothing.
Jesus.
Yeah, Bishop looks like a bum right now.
He'll go up to his room and take these clothes off and clean up as much as he can.
As you're about to go, Alan says, hey, why don't you stay here and talk to them, and I'll get you some clothes, all right? Give me your key. I'll do it for you. You need to stay still, mate, and you need to sit down, and you guys need to talk. Don't run off now. I'll get you your stuff. Just sit down, mate. Relax. It's over now. He goes off to get you some stuff.
So what happened? Explain it to me, someone who wasn't there.
Well, we pulled up to where we were. It was a big tenement sort of place. Me and Bishop decided to try and lure them out just by having him walk around and looking like an easy mark sort of thing. And then we all got shot with anti-tank rifles.
Or just instantly.
Well, yeah, pretty much. There wasn't anything else. And
So it was a trap.
it's not my first time it's happened. These other guys, they're all pretty hurting, but
It was a trap?
it was a trap.
How did you know that?
Well, nobody sits around with anti-tank guns on their laps all day because they did the sorest laps in the world.
Well, Sage does, but...
And it was just too sweet. They had everything in the right place. People up on the roof. It was a beautiful trap, and we fell into it. And I can bet who told them.
Who?
The Setites?
The Setites. And they got us good. We're lucky to be alive. We shouldn't be. This is why we need more training, more resources. This is exactly the reason we need all that crap.
Anti-tank rifle.
This is exactly why I want you to train every day.
Did we not have some form of verbal agreement with the lady from the Sedites?
It seems like she has a greater need. I don't know what that need is.
Well, I mean, didn't the last time you go there, she had to punish someone who went out of line? Seems
Yeah.
it's now another reoccurrence of that.
Yeah, but she went to an awful lot of trouble to make a point if it was her. But it certainly looked like it. And I gave it to them hook, line, and sinker, and they got me good.
Do you think it might be worth contacting her?
Oh, I think I can leave that to other people. Now, why? What happened with you?
With me?
Yes.
I've just been piecing together information from our friend here. When you said that it was a trap, I was kind of thinking, how would this guy have done it? But I don't think he would have been capable. But then you've said Setites, so that kind of makes more sense.
Right. This guy here? That
Yes.
one
Yeah.
sitting there?
Yeah.
Oh, you kill him?
Yep. Right.
Ah.
Now, did
Now what? You just fucking
Anybody-
shot him.
I'll shoot you too. Shut up.
I'm gonna turn around.
The Bruiser is coming out in Bishop. Okay.
Did anybody call you like Gustav
Yeah,
or the
Gustav
order?
called me.
What did he call you about?
He said that
Barry,
Parker
why
is
did you
being
say that? Why
auctioned.
would you think to say that?
Oh.
That's pretty telepathic.
I will
Okay,
just
then.
then mention that Gustav is on his way or he's about to do something.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going to do something?
Yeah, he mentioned that Parker is actually up for auction.
He never said auction. That's
I think he said something like on sale, right? Something like that.
I never said.
Hostage.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, where did they get that from?
Is hostage the word you're looking for?
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
He was being held for ransom.
Yes, ransom, sorry.
Yeah.
What do they want?
He didn't tell me.
And what else did Gustav say?
He basically said to let him know the situation, and then I told him what was happening after Alexis told me he'd been shat all over. So he's either on his way here, he didn't really tell me what he was going to do, but he was going to intervene.
Raya.
Sir, there's a vehicle pulling up to the gate, sir. White, looks like a white limousine. There's a fellow getting out of it now. Oh, well, actually, I can't tell. It could be a man or a woman. It's difficult to say. Bald, some sort of white gown on, carrying something. Could be a fucking bomb. I don't know what it is. Do we take them out? Do I take them out, sir?
No,
What?
don't
Oh.
take them out.
That's not the bishop we know.
I'm gonna go out there
All right. As you walk out to the front.
with my gun.
All right. What kind of gun are you carrying?
The biggest one I have.
The biggest one you have, like a Desert Eagle or like an M60.
Is it like Smith's gun or something?
M60.
Oh, okay. Guess not.
Okay. So we're talking about a massive, heavy machine gun.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And do you have anyone with you?
Yeah, I'll be going out with them.
Yep. I'll take
the
it.
guards with you as well, or
Yes, so I'll take I'll tell all my people to zero in on them.
okay.
As soon as I give the word, destroy whatever's in that car and whoever it is.
All right.
What if it's Parker?
I said as soon as I give the word.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hope the bird ain't the word.
All right. Well, as you get closer to the gate, you see there is this rather androgynous looking person wearing makeup on their face that rings of an Egyptian style, shall we say?
Yes.
Carrying this circular tube in her hands with it's like imagine a scroll case.
So not a rocket.
Could be a rocket. but it could also be a scroll case. It might be I don't know, it could be
A
anything.
pizza.
Could be
Hang on, this reminds me of the last messenger we killed.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And she looks a lot like the last messenger you killed too.
The last messenger was a dude.
Yeah. But,
So
you
she
know,
looks right,
Same-
androgynous.
same style clothes, etc.
Mhm.
Same robes, same car, same scroll case. She gets up to the gate and she bows down on both knees in front of the gate and puts her head on the floor in front of you.
What do you want?
I bear a message from my mistress, Lady Amisa.
Open it and read it to me.
Unfortunately,
Open it and read it to me.
I cannot.
What do you mean you cannot?
I have been commanded to pass this to you. I must fulfill my word.
Is it gonna blow up?
I would not know, my lord. But if it does, then my life too is forfeit.
All right, he takes it.
All right. Well, you have to open the gates first.
Open them a little bit. Put it through.
She says, I must pass this to you personally.
And
getting-
horizontally?
I'm getting real sick of this shit. Okay. Right. I take it from them.
Okay. She goes down on one knee in front of you and hands it up to you.
I take it.
She lets go of it. Then she stands back up and she bows. And she steps back and bows. As she does so, she goes all the way back to the gate and retreats through the gate. Now you're holding the two handles on the end of this tube.
Mm-hmm. Hey, do they have a safe room for explosives and stuff like that?
We haven't talked about it.
A room where they can go boom and the room will be a mess, but not the rest of the world.
Are you all out of rash decisions?
We've got
I
an
just don't
airstrip,
trust
right? So just put it on the tarmac. I mean, you're gonna
Just
get
go in the car
repaved
park
anyway.
or something.
I'll put it on the runway.
All
It
right.
just hasn't been dealt to. You might as well.
Okay.
All right. So you lay it down on the runway. So
Yeah.
You say you walk maybe 100 meters out onto the runway.
Yeah.
Okay. And you lay it down on the runway.
Yeah.
Who's with you now?
Me. I'm just bodyguard mode with them.
Okay. And any other people with you? Any soldiers, guards, whatnot?
No. I tell them all to get out of the road because okay, I'm just gonna bloody open it and get ready to run. Like, fuck, full celerity, the whole bit.
Does everyone know what else is happening? What else is
Get
happening?
out of the road, everybody. Get well out of the road.
I'm assuming everybody's seeing this or watching the gate.
Yeah.
I'm sort of shaking my head. It'll be a message.
I'll give Bishop a call.
Give Bishop,
Dude,
Bishop
just-
your phone rings as you're considering when to open this.
Okay. I don't answer the phone. I open the damn thing.
Open the thing. Okay.
He's in brew down mode now, which is bad for everybody.
Okay, so you pull the thing out of the tube, and in fact, there's a wrapped up papyrus scroll.
Have a look at it.
bang.
Pull it open, and it says, well, actually, you know what? It's written in some language you probably can't read.
What
Can I have
kind
a
of
look?
message is this?
What is it, Bishop, as I look over his shoulder? What language?
Well, you recognize it as Aramaic as you look over his shoulder,
And I can read it.
and you can read it.
What does it say?
It says blood for blood. Lead us the way to the mountain of initiation.
Doesn't sound good. They might know something.
I
We should wait till Gustav gets here.
take it, roll it up, and wait for Gustav.
All right.
On the
Well,
tarmac?
No, come
Anybody
inside.
come out to talk to them while they're on the tarmac? After 10 minutes passes, 20 minutes passes. Last you heard, Gustav was in Europe, so.
Okay, no, I know. I mean, in general, I wait for Gustav.
Okay, what are you?
Yeah.
Right, what are you gonna do then? Whilst you're waiting for Gustav.
Secure everything, because Parker knows so much.
I'm going to get my guys to swat those known addresses that we've got for the Marley boys. And
Swap.
basically, they've got a gun and they're gonna kill their wife, sort of thing. Get the police all horned up and raid their houses.
Okay.
Just make life difficult for them.
So you're gonna basically get MI5 onto them.
Yeah.
Right. There's an idea. Okay. Very good. So MI5 starts raiding the Marley boys. Fair enough. Alan comes over to you, Sage. Sage, can I talk to you? Security fucking alert. Who do I talk to about that?
All of us.
Rhea, maybe? I don't know.
One of your guys, one of your technicians, the security technicians, Alexis. I suppose probably you I need to talk to.
Yeah, what's up?
Some of the cameras were blacked out briefly, just a few minutes ago. When everyone was looking at the gates, everyone was focusing on the gates because of this car.
Yeah, that's not good.
We had a couple of blackouts on the far side of the compound at the back of the runway.
Send out the dogs.
All right, let's let the dogs out. Let the dogs out, you guys. Come on, let's go.
Full attack mode, like someone's coming or trying to enter.
All right, so
as I tell Bishop and everyone.
All right, so you're now all aware that you're on full alert, and the guards are everywhere again. Okay.
I'm gonna ask, what did the message say?
Blood for blood. Lead us to the mountain
of initiation.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Just to put it bluntly, who's the best to talk to Mardon? Because at this point, he needs to sort this fucking lady who he had a one-night stand with out.
Agreed.
All right.
I don't want to be
Bishop
in
should
their
call him.
relationship issues anymore. I'm good.
Bishop
He
should
can deal
call
with
him.
it.
He's closest to the problem. Here, have a phone, Bishop.
Who are you calling, Bishop?
I'm not calling anybody yet. This is like elder against elder, pretty much.
I'm gonna sit with like my head on my knees.
All right. I ring Gustav again.
All right, you get through. You get Carl. This is Carl.
Carl.
You can hear in the background very loudly.
This is Bishop.
I know who it is, Bishop. I'm on a helicopter with Archon Postjuster Gustavius on our way to your compound. We will be there within the hour.
All right. It's just that this seems to be a bigger thing than us.
Do you have any more information than you had before?
I have a message from the Setites.
Keep it until we get there.
All right. All right. See you soon.
Click.
Basically, they're on their way. They should be here within the hour. Let's get ready. Let's think. Let's do stuff. Right. I don't know what they're gonna want to do. So, do we have any plans of this building? Both the temple or the
Well,
ones we're just.
I've got MI5 rating all the buildings that we know of.
I want all information on all those buildings, everywhere the boys tend to hang out.
Well, hopefully they'll be here soon.
Okay.
Sage, you get a phone call. It's from Tatiana.
Hello?
Well, what's going on?
What is going on?
I hear you've got shit happening all over the city right now. You guys are raiding a gang called the Molly Boys?
I really think you should probably talk to another one of the coterie. Hey, Alexi.
Yo, what's up?
Here. It's Tatiana, you're speaking to Alexi now.
Hello.
There you go.
Good evening, Tatiana.
Hi, what's going on?
A whole lot of horseshit. Basically, Parker's, well, as you know, has disappeared. We've tracked him down to possibly the Marley boys.
Right.
Also, this dodgy CP ring we've tracked down to the same guys.
Why don't you just let this guy go? He's a fucking ghoul, isn't he?
I don't know. Bishop has a huge heart on over him, so you know.
Okay.
He's part of the family.
Part of the family. Okay. He's the guy that Bishop was going to make into a kindred, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, okay. I can see why he might be a little bit... okay, but you know, you're using like all of our assets right now. We've got martial law going on. We're trying to hunt down Sabat right now. You're using up a lot of assets.
Well, yeah.
For one guy.
Well, also, these guys, they're fucking kids.
I don't give a fuck about that. That happens. It's been happening for hundreds of years. Come on. They're humans. That's what they do. Stupid shit.
I don't know. Well, but what's happening, so...
Well, I just want to know what's going on because I've had calls from Hans Brokova telling me that a whole bunch of assets have been called out to raid a bunch of apartments over in Chelsea, and there are literally hundreds of apartments there. I mean, they're just going through the whole place, and you know, this is going to cause all kinds of problems. This is going to be in the news, and all sorts of shit is going to happen from this. The fallout is going to be huge. Right now, they're like, look, I mean, they're going through people's houses looking for the Molly boys, and the Molly boys are not easy to find. They know how to hide, and they know how to make things look bad. They're using these people as human shields against the cops and against MI5 right now. They're hiding behind their mosques and their churches and their children.
What do you suggest?
What do I suggest? I don't know.
Call them off?
I don't know. Maybe find a better way to get your boy back. I don't know. But I need you to know that the city has bigger priorities than this one guy. And if you can downsize your operation, it would be greatly appreciated.
Right, we'll do so.
Maybe you need to just sharpen it up somehow. Hang on, let me think about this.
Didn't we only have a few of their addresses? Like, it was only the addresses that we got, not every single one of the houses.
You got like
For which group of people?
You got the address of the apartment building.
Ah, okay, sorry.
I think for all the Marley boys, it all was one address, I think.
Oh, okay, sorry, I was getting a bit confused here with the other lot. Too many addresses.
Too many addresses.
But yeah, we'll narrow it down. Give us 10 minutes to think and we'll get it sorted.
All right. Well, I'll let it go for now, you know. But look, I'll let this operation stay in the works right now until morning. Okay.
Yep. We'll have it. We'll have new orders within the hour.
Okay. Good. Good night.
See ya.
Click.
All right, Bishop. We need to sort our shit out because Tatiana's.
Can I have my phone back?
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Tatiana's not impressed that we just like pretty much started using all their resources as a bit of a petty endeavor.
I don't think it seems petty.
Yeah, well, me either, but
It does to an old vampire who's seen too much shit.
Well, I mean, at this point, we now know that the Setites are involved with the Marley boys for a huge fucking pedophiles.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
but
well, we'll call off MI5 and we'll need to sort it out another way.
she doesn't know the other connection, nor that we know that the Egyptian crew is part of that mess up.
I think we should probably tell her then.
Yeah, give her a call,
Well,
Bishop.
then you'll be telling her about, this is a romance between two old vampires, and that's why we're having the trouble?
We don't have to tell her that. We can just say that we tracked them to the Setites, we asked where they were, and then you guys went there and you got shot in the face.
Yeah, like you don't have to tie it into the Order of Mars, just be like, those two are connected, and when we went to look into it, anti-tank fire.
Why didn't you tell her that, Alexis?
Well, I didn't think about it. She was, I don't know, busy grilling me, and I don't know.
Yeah, she's good at grilling people.
That's why you're calling her this time. Sharing the load.
I'm always sharing the load, it appears to me.
Part of the team, mate.
Yeah.
I could call her for you if you want, says Alan.
All
I
right,
can
there you
call
go,
her
buddy.
if you want.
Just call the last number.
I can call her.
Well, my what?
I probably shouldn't call her. She doesn't really know me.
I'll call her.
All right, here you go, Doctor.
And I'll ring her up.
Dr. Shipman.
Hello.
You've got something to report? You got new orders to give me?
Yeah, did I just hear correct that you want us to pull off of this?
Well, I didn't actually say that. I said that you could retain your resources until the morning, but you were going to need to think of a new way of narrowing this down. Because
Right.
we right now have a lot of resources looking for one guy, which presently could be used to, well, I don't know, defend all of the kindred in the city against the Sabbat. We have a bunch of other investigations going on right now.
Right. But, you got to remember that this one person is, I guess, considered our kindred, which is important in itself. But also, we've now gone down the line of it's now uncovered potential child harm, which, if you have any shred of humanity left in you, that will probably, ring a few bells in your mind. And then that's now also led to the Setites being involved with these people.
That's great. Have you heard of the Battersea Power Station?
No, enlighten me.
It's a nuclear power station, not too far from London, actually. We currently have a couple of security breaches there that we're looking into. Now, what do you think is more important?
Well, honestly, I probably care more about children being harmed.
Well, that's great for you. I'm glad that you feel that way. You get to explain that to the prince, the primogen, and if push comes to shove, the fucking inner circle of the Camarilla.
Right. Unfortunately, this path has led us down to, and I think this has happened before, where we were not sure the alignment of the Setites with the Camarilla. We didn't know what their alignments were with us and whether they were allies. But we now know that they are aiding the Marley. They alerted them that we were coming to them, and Bishop got shot in the face with an anti-tank gun.
You got proof of this?
We can look at his face.
Because I need to see you. Well, if you can prove this to the inner circle, or rather to the primogen and to the prince, then we will have means and reason to expel the Setite ministry from our city.
Oh, we'll collect everything we can. I think this plot is potentially more important than a few security breaches.
At a nuclear power station.
Well, we're only a group. We can only do a certain amount
Well,
at
that's
once,
true,
right?
but you see, MI5 have vast resources that have been redirected this evening to a very specific thing. Now, listen, I mean, I'm letting you keep these resources until the morning, okay? So for fuck's sake, you know, it's not like I'm pulling it all off you. I'm not just taking away everything. You guys have access to these resources. We gave them to you. You're using them, and I think it was a pretty good choice given the circumstances. But what I am asking you to do is to narrow it down as fast as you can. Please.
And I accept that, but you also have to understand our intuition sometimes and trust us.
Fucking dealing with a fucking Malkavian. She hangs up. Bishop, your phone rings.
That's
Hello?
Tatiana.
What the fuck is wrong with you letting a Malkavian run your goddamn operation? What the hell is goddamn wrong with you? I asked you to sort those fucking people out.
One, I wanted you to see what I'm dealing with. Two,
I already know what you're dealing with. You're
they
dealing with
had to learn a lesson. Shut up, Tatiana, I'm talking to you. They have to learn a lesson.
Oh.
You wanted them to learn a lesson, now they're learning it.
I heard it was you that learned the lesson, wasn't it?
I learned that lesson too.
Anti-tank gun to the head?
Yes.
You went and took on the Molly boys? Like what? by
And
yourself?
they've got missiles.
Well, you fucking sold them.
Yeah, I
Didn't
did.
you already know they had your missiles?
No, I didn't know they had my missiles because I didn't sell it directly to them.
Well, didn't you find one of their missiles in their
Yes, I took those away naturally.
Right. So you figured that was the entire sum of all the weapons that they had. Was all
I've had a
in the
few
one
things
weapon.
on my mind.
Well, okay. Well, time to start thinking a little bit more laterally, perhaps.
A little bit more laterally. How about, you give me more people.
Give you more people.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of MI5 that you're already using to hunt down your fucking retainer that you have some...
I'm not only hunting down a retainer, I'm hunting proof down that certain setites might not be playing what we think they're playing.
Well, you bring me proof about that and we'll take that to the Primogen.
I knew you would.
I'll be
Love
talking
you,
to my
Tatiana.
sire about your tone of voice. Good night. In the
Right.
distance, you can hear. Helicopter approaches.
Better go say hello.
I'm going.
Yep,
All of
go
you-
up to
I'll
greet
come
him.
All right. This big fuck off Russian Sikorsky helicopter.
I've let them know beforehand while they were doing their thing that a helicopter's coming to let it in. Yeah.
All right. Well, they pull back the camouflage nets over the runway that you had put up earlier, so that there is enough space for it to land. Not all of the nets, just maybe 100 meters square. And the Sikorsky lands in the center of there. All the dust and trees and everything is shaking, and there's shit in the air. And as the helicopter finally settles down, the doors open up. A bunch of soldiers get out, and then you see Gustavius get out. Begins walking towards you guys. Takes off this military cap that he's wearing and tucks it under his arm. As he walks up to you, rotor blades are still spinning on the chopper behind.
Good evening, Gustavius.
Greetings, Alexis. Are you going to take us inside?
Let's go.
And you go on inside to the hangar and shut the doors, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He looks around. So, this is the new base of operations.
Yes, there is a newer one in development, my lord.
Good. This seems sound enough. I see that your anti-aircraft missiles are not yet operational.
Not yet.
We're almost got them there.
Almost. I hear that you had a security breach tonight.
We do.
What those dogs are doing over there.
That is right.
I see. You have not found anyone.
No.
Not yet, but anyone worth their salt probably will be hard to find.
Well, he says, turns around, he speaks in Russian. Does anyone speak Russian?
Raya does.
No.
Okay. Raya comes forward, actually, when he speaks in Russian, and he points to the rest of his team, and she falls in with them, and they go out of the hangar. They leave, they go outside, and shut the door behind them. They've all got assault rifles, by the way. Now, the situation has become complex. I have received a message that you have had an emissary here from the Setites.
And they left that, my lord.
And he opens it up. Does anyone here care to translate it?
Yes. But reads blood for blood. Show us the mount of initiation.
Well, that is unlikely. He takes the message and rolls it back up and puts the lid on it. Destroy this. He gives it to whoever's standing nearest to him. Who is that?
That would be... Oh,
Sage?
Sage.
Alexis?
Yeah, I would have given it to him. So what?
Gave it to him?
Who we give?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gives it back to you. Destroy it. Immediately. Wait. No, I will take it. The master will wish to see this.
Hand it back.
He screws the lid back on again. Very well. Your man, Bishop, he turns to you. Mr.
Yes.
Parker, his name, yes?
Did you say something?
Your man, Mr. Parker, he says.
Yes.
He has been taken by them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Who has him?
I would say Lady a gang called what was the gang's name again?
The Marley Boys.
The Marley Boys.
I see. Well, it seems that they are demanding his life for admittance into our order. That is not acceptable, of course. These Setites will never learn more of our order. They have known enough. It is time for Lady Amisa to back off. We must send her a clear message that there is absolutely no possibility that she will get any closer to the Master ever again. You may have to sacrifice your man.
I disagree.
Gustav looks over to you.
Come on. I look at the others. We're not going to just let Parker go like that. We're
There
going
must
to
be a way
fight
we can
for
get him back.
You want to know why, Gustav? It's because it's his duty to become one of us. Uther told us that.
He's
Which
valuable
means-
as he will be. He is and will be a valuable asset, my lord.
Look, Uther said that. That must mean Uther knows something about Parker. Which means
Uther
he's
said
probably...
this to you.
Mm-hmm. He's probably necessary for the future. So we're going to go find him, and we're not going to go sacrifice him.
I see. You have made up your minds.
It will start a trend, my lord. If we say you can take any one of our people you want, then everybody will start thinking that they can do that to all of our
Well, then let us be
assets.
clear on this subject. You wish to get your man back. I will give you resources to attempt this mission that you have chosen to undertake. However, you will need to find and destroy Lady Amisa, and you will need to do it in such a way that no one can trace this back to the Order of Mars. You need to retain your own integrity within the Camarilla simultaneously. Do you understand?
I understand.
You have many balls now to juggle. Amisa is aware of the Order. If she was to tell other members of the Camarilla, this would be a very difficult breach for us to plug.
She needs to die.
We could discredit her, perhaps, but that will only last so long. She will find ways. She will bring the wrath of the Camarilla upon the Order of Mars, and we cannot have that. So yes, she is now your new target.
I look at Gustav and I nod, like firmly.
I've
I've had enough of her bullshit anyway.
Now, can you think of a fast way to administer this situation?
Probably Philippe.
No.
We come up with a trap using what she wants.
Correct. No.
Are you sure not the Philippe thing? Just kidding. You would have found it funny.
If you want to find, if you wish to utilize Gratiano, you may, of course. But the answer to your solution, the solution to your question, rather, he says, is to give her what she wants. Have a meeting with her, look for a time and a place and an exchange. I will provide you with whatever you need.
All right.
You have seen many of the Order's resources by now. You have seen that we have locations, safe houses, and places.
My lord,
remote countries.
as you were about to say, you have remote country places?
That is correct.
Not in this country at all?
You've been to them, have you not, Bishop?
Yes. But what I mean is, if they're not in this country, that solves one of our problems. But which one would you suggest we should use? One of the places where we were tested, maybe.
I would suggest that that is a good idea, as you are familiar with them.
Okay. All right. I have a plan. Pulling it off is going to be... I will need your help.
This is going to be fun. Yeah.
Okay, so he says to you, I suggest the castle Helgut is the place to make this exchange. I will have the details given to you, and you will have access to the location.
All right.
Now, in the meantime, I suggest you find your intruder before our security is breached further. Why have you been standing around?
You have people sent out there to investigate.
You
more
are
of it.
vampires. They are not capable of finding the kind of vampires that may have come in here during such a breach. You are responsible for the security of this location and the Order's secrets here. You cannot take yourself out of the responsibility.
We'll get on it.
Good night. He turns around and walks towards the doors. My team will be leaving in the morning.
Thank you, my lord.
He walks off. Goes back to the chopper. He leaves the team that he brought here behind, and he flies off. And yeah,
Go walk up to Bishop before we finish, and I'm going to be like, "We're going to find him. You're not going to give up on Parker."
It's not Parker I'm giving up on. I wouldn't be surprised if he escapes before we even get there. But we're not doing well enough, people. We're not doing nearly well enough.
right. And thus we shall leave it unless anyone has any final actions or dialogue they'd like to throw in.
I think probably the only thing that I would do now that Bishop just destroyed that guy is I'd probably talk to Ronnie about how we replace him in his gang circle, and then utilize that advantage of replacing him.
Can you make an intelligence and investigation check, please?
Or
You're about 90% sure that Ronnie just overheard that entire conversation.
Mm-hmm.
well, I guess I don't have to worry about it then.
All right, I'll leave you there. All right,
Mhm.
guys, thank you.
All right.
Yes, you guys got told off by Archon post Justica Gustavius. You're bad.
I spoke up against him as well, which
Mhm.
made me feel good.
Yes.
And stuck up for Parker when no one else would.
Right.
What about those kids, though?
Fuck, I don't give a shit about those kids. I don't
Can
know
I-
them.
Can I get a dot in intimidation?
You can get a dot in intimidation. Yeah, I'll give you a dot in that.
Hell yeah. You should have had a dot in intimidation ages ago.
Well, he's
Why?
always
I've never intimidated anybody.
Are you kidding me?
No, and he also at the beginning of the game he was always getting shot to death. You know, he
Yeah.
was not in any
You
state.
have become more and more intimidating
Oh yeah, for sure.
He is getting
as the
intimidating.
game has gone along.
It's
So
really transformed.
just earn it.
Yep. All right.
I'm
gonna
still a
stop-
caregiver. I've just got bits that I can stick in people.
Right. And you can
Carefully.
take big Hulk smashes.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stop the recording.